It's the Orioles unmasked on a glorious Sunday afternoon here in Baltimore. It's the Rays and the Orioles for the fourth time in this four-game set. And for the first time, the Orioles have a chance to sweep a four-game series against the Rays. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne for the Orioles. It has been a very impressive homestand, particularly these three games against the Rays, including a doubleheader win yesterday. The Orioles have really put a hole in Tampa Bay's hopes of regaining a position in the race in the American League East. That's what they hope to do. That's what they've done. They can do it even further with a victory today. Yesterday, a doubleheader win. Here's how it went. Opened up in game one, needing a good start. The Orioles got it. Kevin Gausman on the mound, 7 2/3 innings, no runs, 4 hits. He would strike out 7. And for Gausman, finally, that W is now in front of his name. Defense, magnificent. Hardy at shortstop on Dickerson. Manny Machado doing what he's done so often, foul territory on Longoria, same inning in the 6th. And then Jonathan Schoop, an impossible play on Beckham, shallow center field, a perfect throw. That would be the 3rd out in the inning, 5-0 Orioles. Game 2, lights on. Wieters, 8th home run, 2 RBIs, that one out onto Utah Street. There'd be more to come. That is in the 5th inning. Adam Jones, number 15. Davis, the home run the other way, 17th. That would chase Odorizzi, the starter for the Rays. And Wieters, a multi-homer game in the 8th. That's his 9th. The Orioles came away with an 8-6 win, a sweep in the doubleheader. And during this homestand, and in fact, the month of June, Mike Bordick, this offense is just roaring.
Yeah, really, this is the best I've seen this team play. I think as a whole, a unit, starting pitching's been solid. Great to see Kevin Gausman get that huge win, getting deep into the ball game, but they're picking each other up, and it's not just the offense. In yesterday's ball game, they had their ace going, game number 2, Chris Tillman, and it wasn't his best start at all. As a matter of fact, the Rays team really got to him, put 4 runs on the board, but they go to the bullpen. TJ McFarland steps up, a couple solid innings in the middle of the ball game, rolling over a couple ground ball double plays, Brock and Britt to clean it up. So everybody's contributing, and when you talk about this lineup, what a presence. I mean, every 1 through 9, they can do damage. Everybody's swinging the bat. They're aggressive right now, and it's confident, and you could really tell in the doubleheader.
The Tampa Bay manager talking to Kevin Cash this morning, he said there are just no holes. He said when you look up and down this Oriole lineup, there isn't anywhere to go to find an out. And now that everybody's healthy and back again, that's more true than ever.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I love about it, too, is since moving Jonathan Schoop around in the lineup up at the top, Adam Jones and Schoop are walking more than they ever have. They're almost at career highs, believe it or not, in walks right now, this point of the season. So they're seeing the ball very well. They're understanding their own strike zone right now. They're staying tall, these big guys. So when they get the ball up, I mean, great leverage, and the ball's traveling.
And the Orioles, for a while, had a little funk on defense. They can't afford that. That is long gone now that players are back where they're supposed to be.
J.J. Hardy isn't amazing. You plug one guy into the lineup defensively, and it's just makes everybody relaxed. Everybody feels good, and I think it has an effect not only on the players on the field, but the pitching staff as well. This team has stepped up, and it seems like every inning they're making highlight plays defensively. Pretty special team.
They'll go with Tyler Wilson in this ball game, another one of the young pitchers trying to earn a permanent spot in this rotation. He's had some outings. His control is what it's all about. When he's got that, he's good.
Yeah, command of all 3 pitches. He needs it if he wants to be successful. He's a smart kid. He knows how to keep hitters off balance. It's about command and location with him. If he makes mistakes on the plate, he's going to get hit. Bottom line, if he works down and then every now and then rides one up out of the zone, top of the zone, he's going to have success. That's his game. Mistakes gets hit. Bottom line, he's a contact pitcher, but he doesn't have anything to blow you away and get the swing and misses.
Amazing for the Orioles here at home. They now have 30 home wins. That's the most in the majors. They are 3 ahead of the second best home record. That belongs to Texas. They have won 27. The fans have been turning out. The ballpark is electric now because they're coming to see a ball club that really is putting on a show.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, 1 through 9, the whole game, you expect something great to happen. They haven't disappointed. Crowd's starting to get behind them. It's heating up here, so the ball's jumping a little bit more. It's a confident team that's having fun. They're taking it to the opposing team, believe it or not. Even if the team gets out in front, they seem to have control of the ball game right now. It's a lot of fun to watch these Orioles, and they need to finish up strong today.
And this big house today, we'll hope it'll be a lot of fun for them. On this Sunday afternoon, Tyler Wilson. He may be pitching today, but he doesn't forget the youngsters who came to see him. Look at that glove. Oh, I love it. First pitch coming up. Orioles baseball on Masson is brought to you by Southwest. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. And by American Standard Heating and Air. It's their all-star sales event, up to $1,100 in instant rebates or 0% APR for 36 months. Boy, what a glorious weekend this has been here at the ballpark and wherever you may be. Take a look at our BGE home game time temperature, 83 degrees, humidity way down, 39%. BGE Home, Baltimore's home team for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical. Why would you call anyone else? Starting lineup for the Rays. Forsythe, Miller, and Longoria. Morrison, who's been hot. Jennings, Arcia, Beckham, Conger, and Decker. Brad Miller, last 10. One of the two hot games and two hot players in the lineup, along with Logan Morrison.
Now let's take a look at Tyler Wilson's pitch arsenal. This season, the fastball 62% of the time. Really good last couple games, driving it to the bottom of the zone, but he's also been able to ride the heater to the top to get some quick early outs. Breaking ball, got the curve and slider, and then of course the change. 14 games, 11 starts. He's come away with 3 wins. Looking for his first at home though. 4.19 earned run average. Opponents average 252 overall. Giving up the 8 long balls this year. Contact pitcher. The way this defense has been playing, should be a fun game.
Orioles are season high 14 over, 44-30. They now have a 3-game lead on the Red Sox. Tampa Bay, they have lost 10 in a row. They've scored only 24 runs during that spree, and Kevin Cash's ball club's on a road trip where they are 0-6 for the moment. Ready to go. First pitch will be taken inside by Forsythe. Logan Forsythe, a 3 for 13 in this series. Little gentle breeze blowing out towards center or left to right, depending on the moment, but not really any wind blowing. And the breaking ball will miss outside, and the count will go to 2-0. The Orioles are after a 4-game sweep. They have never swept the Rays in 4 games. The last sweep the Orioles had against Tampa Bay, a 3-game sweep back in 2014. Tampa Bay, on the other hand, has 3 4-game sweeps against the Orioles in their history. So the Orioles will try and put the first one in the book against Tampa Bay in a 4-game set.
Yeah, toughest one. 4-gamer. Hard to sweep the 4-game series.
2-1 delivery will be taken up high, and the count will go to 3-1 on Forsythe.
Especially with this Rays team. So many years their starting pitching really dictating the pace of games, and win or lose, and they have been strong in the rotation, but this year they faltered a little bit. They've been the Achilles heel.
And a leadoff walk, which is something Tyler Wilson doesn't do a lot of.
Take a look at the Orioles defense behind Wilson. Reimold, Jones, and Rickard once again in the O's outfield. Hardy and Schoop, the double play combination. Manny Machado over at third. Trumbo getting the start at first base as Davis DHs today, and Pena will do the catching this afternoon.
Mark Trumbo, just his second start at first base. So leadoff man on. That'll bring Brad Miller to the plate. Miller 4 for 12 in the series. Tyler Wilson, throughout his minor league career, it was control. Control of pitches, what it was all about. So when he's off, that's when he gets in trouble. Having a little tough time here in the first inning. He was ranked by the scouts and coaches in the minor leagues as having the best control in the International League. 1-0 delivery on the way, and a check swing. Think he went around on that. He did. Adam Hamari, the home plate umpire, made that call himself. Marvin Hudson, Chad Fairchild, Laz Diaz, the umpiring crew. You take a look at Hamari. If he favors any, it might be the pitches who get a little break on some of the calls, but pretty straight up on that strike zone. 1-1 delivery. In the air, high sky. Jones. Miller retired.
Take a look at Tyler Wilson. This season is out distribution 113 ground outs for Tyler, so keeping the ball down in the zone has been successful for him. 76 flyouts, the 40 punch outs. See, 15.4 swing and miss percentage. That's the lowest in the AL. One thing Tyler Wilson does know is himself and how he's going to have success up here. A contact pitcher for sure. Got to try to keep hitters off balance and guessing, and he plays for that soft contact and hoping that Machado, Hardy, and Schoop defend behind him.
And here is Evan Longoria. Longoria off the field today, DHing. He's had a couple of hits in 11 at bats in this series. The Orioles able to hold down what had been the big power bat in the lineup coming into this 4-game set. Against Wilson, Longoria's 0 for 2. 1-0. Longoria is going to get a base hit into right field. Forsythe will stop at second base. Ball bobbled, but Forsythe had already pulled up. Rickert recovers and gets it back in. 2 on, 1 out.
Longoria taking one off the end of the bat there. Always square it up. Perfect placement. He's serving it over to right field.
Pena goes out to have a word with him as Morrison will be coming to the plate. With runners in scoring position here in this series, Tampa Bay's actually picked the pace up a bit. 6 for 24. They are still last in the league in that department.
Yeah, you see this month, boy, has it been a struggle. 219, 13th in the AL, and yeah, you said it, they are last for the season. The Orioles, monster month, 309, and first in the American League.
Morrison, 4-game hit streak. He's had a real good series. Jonathan Schoop's got it. There's Hardy. There's the relay over to Trumbo. As the Oriole defense continues to come through exactly when they need it. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. 1 left on base. We'll look at the Orioles lineup when we come back. On a hit in the first inning. Here's the lineup for the Orioles, brought to you by Southwest. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. Jones, Rickert, and Machado, Davis, Trumbo, and Schoop, Hardy, Reimold, and Pena against the left-handed starter. For Chris this season against the East, 9 homers, 5 doubles, 25 RBIs.
Let's take a look at Drew Smiley's pitch arsenal this season. The fastball 70%. It isn't overpowering at all. 89 to 92 with the heater, but it's his delivery that creates so much deception. Has the curve and slider, and then the straight change uses it 9% of the time. 14 starts, only 2 wins on the year. 4.78 earned run average. Got off to a real slow start. Has pitched much better here recently. 94 punch outs though, so still able to get the strikeouts with the high fastball and spiking that breaking ball.
Smiley's delivery showing bunt. Adam Jones. The Orioles may try and take advantage of this because Beckham is playing at third base. It is the first time he has played at third base this year, and last year he only played third base once. So if you're going to look at somebody on the field you might be able to take advantage of, there he is.
Yeah, well, shortstop, so probably pretty good athlete and obviously a good glove man, but yeah,
The angle's a little bit different. You test him with the bunt, slow roller plays, tough play.
Adam Jones will take it down low. Adam Hutt, he's got a 7-game hit streak. He's had a big series, 5 for 11, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs in the series for Adam. And Smiley will get it in there for a strike. The Orioles against left-handers have really done well here in June. They're 11-8 on the year now. That's the 3rd best win percentage against left-handers in the American League. Smiley misses, so both pitchers issue leadoff walks in the ball game.
Let's take a look at the Rays defense behind Smiley. Decker, Jennings, and Arcia in the Rays outfield. Miller and Forsythe, the double play combination. Backup, I think his first start at third base with Longoria DHing. Morrison back over at first, and Conger will do the catching. Yeah, first walk here in the last couple of starts for Smiley. Been on his game with his command, and all of a sudden, boom, just loses it first hitter.
Back-to-back starts without issuing a walk. The first time in his career he had done that, and that gets taken care of in a hurry. He pitched against Cleveland last outing, 4 runs, 8 hits over 7 innings in the ball game. He's been non-decisioned in his last 3 starts. Actually, he has not won a ball game since May 16 against Toronto. Since then, he's had 3 losses and 3 no decisions. The 2-7 mark on the year. Strikeout pitcher, 4th highest strikeout ratio per 9 innings in the league. Breaking ball that he got him to swing on, didn't want to. Rickert moved up in the lineup. Here goes Buck Showalter again from the number 9 spot to the number 2 spot for this game, because you got a left-hander on the mound. He likes Rickert in these situations against the lefty. It also puts a lot of speed at the top with Rickert behind Jones. Rickert's hitting the ball well. On base percentage up, and fouls that one back over the screen. Take a look at our Express Care stat. Express Care, a LifeBridge health partner. For locations, visit whywaitintheer.com.
Lowest career earned run average all time at Camden Yards. Pete Walker, pitching coach for the Blue Jays, on the list. But there's Drew Smiley, .82. He's undefeated here, 2-0, 22 innings pitched. He's only given up 2 earned runs here at the Yard.
Again, Jones back over. Base stealers have gone 6 for 9 against Smiley this season. Orioles, of course, have done very little running because there's been very little need to risk an out on the base paths. And the team's hit 117 home runs. And there's the base hit. Jones will make the turn. He will stop. Rickert's on, and the Orioles have 2 on here in the first with nobody out.
Now Rickert's back, heating up along with everybody else in this Orioles lineup here. The changeup that he's able to stay through, keep the bat head through the strike zone a long time. Gets fooled a little bit, but there you see, using the legs and the flat bat. And he gets extended out there, hooking it through the 5-6 hole.
Talking about him moving to the number 2 spot, hitting .309 against lefties. That's one of the reasons. So 2 on with good speed, and here's Manny Machado, and the Orioles get a chance. High number, 303, with runners in scoring position for the left-hander. Manny Machado's got a 6-game hit streak, 5 for 13, a homer and an RBI in this series. And he goes after the first one and fouls it away. Machado's .317 against lefties, .321 against right-handers. He's .331 at home, .306 on the road. .283 with runners in scoring position, and on
yeah,
and on.
Pretty impressive numbers all the way around for Machado. One of the best offensive players in the game today.
0-1 count on him, and a ground ball to third base. There's the bobble. Beckham couldn't handle it. Nowhere to go. It'll be an error, and you can't hide him. Trying to get Longoria off the field to give him a rest. Kevin Cash moves Beckham over, and right away there it goes.
Yeah, a little trickier. You're closer, not as much time to pick the hop you want. That's a straight line to the baseball. Typically you'll see a third baseman, you might see Manny Machado do it here, just create a little bit of an angle. Smiley thinking, okay, I got that ground ball, and the frustration, the mounting, and you think That's a big reason why this Rays team has scuffled. A lot of changes defensively. Of course, they've had a huge amount of injuries, and they are not catching the ball like they used to.
I gave him a hit on that. You got to be kidding me. So the Orioles have the bases loaded. Here is Chris Davis, the DH. Davis on the off-speed delivery. I don't think he actually touched that, but the ball didn't go anywhere, and Conger had trouble finding it. It was right between his legs. So the runners stay where they are. Chris, a home run in the series. He's had 4 RBIs in this series, going 4 for 11. And here's an opportunity for the Orioles again to pounce early on this Tampa Bay team. Nobody out. Infield back to play for 2. Davis again. 75-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch.
Well, tough to wait on that off-speed pitch, but how about his 16th multi-hit game of the season yesterday? And this is a bases-loaded knock. Saw his numbers. And the bases are drunk. Well, here they are again, loaded up. No outs for the O's.
Chris this season 2 for 3 with the sacks full. 6 RBIs in these situations. 0-2 delivery by Smiley, and did he go? No. Laz Diaz down at third. Chris has had 2 hits against Smiley, and they're both home runs.
Oh, another big breaking ball, really trying to slow Davis down, get him out in front, and call goes his way there.
That could have gone either way. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Outfield, as they've been throughout this series, very deep, be it Davis or anyone else. 1-2 delivery by Smiley over the top, left field. That ball, as it got legs, into the corner. Goodbye, home run! Chris Davis, a grand slam in the first inning, and the Orioles have a 4-0 lead.
What a start. This red hot Orioles team. Davis pushing his 18th of the year. A sunflower seed shower for everyone.
Chris is now tied for 6th in the American League in home runs. Ball put up in the air and back into the seats by Trumbo.
Smiley, breaking ball, breaking ball, breaking ball. Tries to get the fastball at the top of the zone, and Davis on it. See Chris Tillman's arms in the background go up right away. Contact, gone.
Both home runs this series have been the other way for Davis. That one towards center. Jennings and Trumbo. The DH is retired, and there is the first out of the inning as the Orioles a walk, 2 singles, and a grand slam to start the ball game.
Well, we were talking the other day, when this Orioles offense gets hot, you just can't afford to make mistakes, whether it be defensively or walking batters that shouldn't be walked. And they start the game off with a walk to Adam Jones, one of the tougher guys to walk in all of baseball. And then, of course, the play not made at third base by Beckham.
And a swing and a miss on a pitch that was up high. Jonathan Schoop comes in with an 8-game hit streak, raising his average to 287 and 42 RBIs for him. Breaking ball, Smiley got that one in. Not only does Chris Davis on the grand slam move into the top 10, tied for 6th in homers, he is now tied for 9th in runs batted in the American League with the 4 he picked up there. Breaking ball is going to miss down low. The long ball has bothered Smiley. He is 6th in the American League in most homes surrendered. That home run is going to move him up to 5th. He's given up 17. And will bounce another one. Not good body language from Smiley here in the first inning right now after that grand slam.
No, really not. I mean, obviously that frustration with the walk, and you saw the look on his face after the defense couldn't make a play behind him. But yeah, the home run ball has been his problem all year long.
Gets a call there for the strikeout.
Pretty good fastball, driving it down and in. Able to execute some pitches. Talk about the good angle, getting on top. Really why Smiley's had success. Deception and a little bit of an unorthodox delivery. He gets on top of that heater to get Schoop.
J.J. Hardy with a 3-game hit streak, 4 for 11 in the series. He will take the pitch down low. The Orioles have never beaten this left-hander. He is 4-0 with a 1.82 ERA against the Orioles in 5 previous starts. And as we mentioned, even better here at Camden Yards. He came in 2-0 in this ballpark with that .82 ERA. Both of those numbers have exploded or imploded, however you want to note it, here in the first inning. And another breaking ball that's going to miss down low. 1 ball, 2 strike count on Hardy. Orioles just jumping on him here to get this ball game going. 1-2's in the dirt, and Smiley's just kind of nonchalantly looking all over the place like, what is going on here?
Well, the Orioles, you know, have locked in so well. They're just not biting on the nasty pitches, and one of their trademarks is over aggressiveness sometimes, especially off pitchers like Smiley, where he's flipping in the slow breaking ball. The hitters get out in front, and then they can rush a fastball up by them. But we're seeing the changes in the discipline in this offense as far as trusting their own strike zone, the ability to take walks when they have to, and knowing what to do with pitches when they get them.
2-2. Forsythe was moved over. He'll make the play, and that will do it. The Orioles get it done. They pick up the 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors, nobody left. Chris Davis, his 18th home run is a grand slam. And for the 2nd day in a row, he hits a home run to the opposite field, something he has done 3 times this year. Enjoy a cold one. To look forward to Miller time later in today's game, brought to you by Miller Lite. Big crowd on hand and a lot to roar about early, and a lot to be smiling about for Tyler Wilson. He comes back to the mound with a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, that should help him settle in a little bit.
Jennings will lead it off, 2 for 7 in the series. Desmond Jennings getting the start in center field. Orioles have really held his bat down. He is 2 for 21 against the Orioles in the 8 games they played. Takes that one to the gap. He got a hold of that one way back at the wall, and goodbye home run. Now took care of that in a hurry. His 6th of the year, a line drive shot, and he will put the Rays on the board to make it a 4-1 game. The 9th home run surrendered by Tyler Wilson.
Jennings picking up his 6th home run, and with the O's taking a quick 4-0 lead, the Rays offense got to be thinking, okay, Wilson's going to be trying to get ahead and pound the strike zone here. Pretty much center cut fastball. Jennings, even with him struggling against the O's, comes up with the solo home run.
Second hit, a home run, and it is a 4-1 ball game. Jennings has got 9 home runs against the Orioles in his career, and 5 of the 9 have been hit here at Camden Yards. Arcia will take it for a strike, joining the ball club yesterday. Appeared as a pinch hitter first time, game 1, then played as a starter. That's towards the hole, and it will be a base hit. So the Orioles had the shift on. J.J. Hardy dove just out of his reach. And Arcia is on with his first hit as a Tampa Bay Ray.
Yeah, hitting it hard. You got to hit it hard on the ground to get it through the shifted defense here. J.J. Hardy looked like he had it on the first step, but then when the second hop came, looked like it picked up speed. And J.J. getting beat on the dive attempt.
Well, Tampa Bay coming right back after that grand slam. Here is Beckham. He's 0 for 5 in the series. Really struggling at the plate. He is 1 for 2 off Tyler Wilson, and that was a home run. And Beckham will take a breaking ball in there for a strike. Tyler's making his second career outing against Tampa Bay. Last one was in September at the Trop last year. He gave up 6 runs, 8 hits in 4 1/3 innings in that ball game. That one's going to miss inside. 1-1.
Well, one thing the Orioles probably learned from yesterday's game, the fact that the Rays came out ahead 4-0 against Chris Tillman in game 2. And of course, this Orioles offense came back. So I understand early in the ball game, you better keep playing, keep executing pitches.
That one he fists to Jonathan Schoop. Runner stays, 1 away. Today is the final day to go to Orioles.com/auction to bid on the Father's Day jerseys and caps that have been authenticated and autographed by the Orioles players and coaches. The benefits of the proceeds go to the Prostate Cancer Discovery Fund. That'll be at the Brady Urological Institute of Johns Hopkins Medicine. And tonight, you got to get that bid in by 10 o'clock. Bidding closes. Hank Conger's had a home run in the series, 2 for 5, a homer, 2 RBIs. Arcia on at first base, 1 out, and the pitch will be away for a ball.
We always talk about Tyler Wilson and his ability to drive the ball to the bottom of the strike zone. Absolutely, you need that, and that's got to be part of your game plan. It's probably got to be the majority of your game plan, but we've seen in this series both staffs having success riding that fastball up to the top of the zone and getting some swing and misses up there and some weak pop-ups. Tyler Wilson really has to make that a big part of his game. Move it around the plate, use every possible corner you can with what you have. In his last couple starts, he's really started to do that, make it a part of his game. Needs to break it out here in this one.
2-0, got that one down, and the count will go to 2-1. He is looking for his first win here at Camden Yards. He's 0-4 in 8 games, 6 as a starter this year. He's 0-5 in his career here at Camden Yards with a 4.91 ERA. Tyler with a 3.5 record overall this year. 2-1 delivery, catches the outside corner.
Good pitch there. Conger not liking it. Good pitcher's pitch. Pena wanting it on the outer edge. So you kind of suck it back in, catch it on the heel, but you turn the glove sideways and it kind of gives that presence of the ball being caught in the web. So 3/4 of the catcher's glove probably on the plate, and the umpire sees it that way.
2-2 delivery and got him on the inside corner, and Conger not real happy with that one either. And as we said, the history for the home plate umpire Adam Hamari is the close ones go to the pitcher.
Well, Pena actually wanting that pitch on the outside corner, the changeup that Wilson yanks across, but it ends up in a perfect spot. Locking him up. Big strikeout.
That'll be the first K for Wilson in the game. And here's Decker. Jeff Decker's been in all of them here in this series, 2 for 8. The Orioles 4-game win streak. Tampa Bay the 10-game losing streak. And delivery to him is going to be in the inside corner again for a strike.
Well, Tyler's getting that strike call, but I don't think he's very happy with himself right now as far as the location. Missing across the plate. They're on the last 2 pitches.
In the air to left field. Reimold. He puts it away. Decker retired. 1 run in, 2 hits, no errors. 1 left. Home run by Jennings. 4-1. From Frederick, 500 for being selected, 500 for every Orioles home run hit today. You can play Home Run Rich's scratch-offs win up to $50,000 or enter non-winning tickets for a chance to be the contestant of the game. Go to mdlottery.com/baseball. Francis, you didn't even get your name on the air and you'd already made an extra 500. And a grand slam by Chris Davis.
Yeah, this is the gig, man, winning that. Right? Especially
being a
with this
contestant
team
this year with this ball club.
Oh my gosh.
It's 118 home runs. Orioles lead the majors. And the pitch by Smiley in there for a strike. Orioles now have hit 66 home runs in this ballpark. 52 on the road. The 118 is second to Seattle. Seattle's got 110 home runs coming into today. 1-1 delivery on the way. Reimold on the off-speed pitch. Foul tips into the mitt. Nolan, a 3-game hit streak. He's looking for his first hit against Smiley. He is 0 for 6 in at-bats against the left-hander. 1-2 breaking ball. For Reimold against left-handers, just .216 on the year. Would expect a higher number for Nolan against lefties. He hit .278 off him last year.
He's raking the righties right now.
Down to third, hits a bag, fair ball. Reimold's on his way to second base. Decker will get it in, and the Orioles have a leadoff double.
Well, a couple testers down there as Reimold picks up his 7th double of the season. And Beckham taking one off the base right here. Hooking it down the line. Beckham thinks he's on it, and boom, hits the base up over the head. Couple tough chances right here.
So the Orioles get another chance. And it'll be Pena. 1 for 4 in the series. Francisco Pena will take the breaking ball. Pena contributing at the plate as well as behind it. He's had a home run, 3 RBIs. Picking up in the 25 at bats, he's had 6 hits, a couple of walks. Matt Wieters, multi-homer game yesterday, looks on. 1-0 delivery, squares to bunt, dropped it down to third. Smiley's got to go to first. Gets it there in time. That'll be a credited sacrifice as he moves Reimold to third base.
Like that. Nice play right there by Pena. Getting the bunt down the right direction. Look at the small ball. we don't see too often from the Orioles. But right man, right spot, and he executes it perfectly.
So the infield's going to be drawn in with Adam Jones coming up. The Orioles have a 4-1 lead. Orioles 10 out of 26 with runners in scoring position in the first 3 games. Adam bunting. It's a safety squeeze. Reimold will score and safe at first base. A bunt single for Adam Jones on a safety squeeze. How about that? 2 consecutive bunts.
Wow.
Orioles get a run, 5-1.
A lot of smiles. A lot of critics saying the Orioles can't play small ball. They can't manufacture runs when they have to. Well, it's a power hitting team. But show you that they have the ability to manufacture. Sack, bunt, safety, squeeze. Reimold scoring from third base. Adam Jones executing the bunt perfectly and able to get the base hit with his speed.
So Jones on. 5th hit of the ball game. Rickard had a base hit scored on the Davis grand slam. Adam now has picked up 48 RBIs on the year. What a month of June he is having. As Adam just out of the top 10 in runs batted in. And a strike taken by Rickard. All of this may tell you that the Orioles scouting reports have said Smiley may be a little suspect in fielding on those little rollers.
Well, you got Beckham over at third. Smiley fielding questions. Morrison not moving as well at first base. They got rid of Loney to add Morrison. They wanted more power. And time and time again, teams learn the hard way the importance of pitching and defense.
Yep.
And your defense will get exposed and exposed again at the major league level, and teams have no mercy. They will continue to put the pressure on you and prove, until you prove that you can make plays, they're going to keep trying to add on. Of course, the difference in the game right now might stop the Orioles from bunting, get the 4-run lead back.
Rickard will foul that one back. Orioles 5 runs on 5 hits in a game starting out very offensive minded. Pena, J.J. Hardy. Hardy, the extra coach.
Well, he's definitely talking about pitches, what they're trying to do with hitters, the positioning, making sure they're in the right spot.
Good stop made by Conger. Adam Jones remains on at first base. The learning never stops, nor the teaching by the veteran. Rickard hitting .333 in the month of June coming into this ball game. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Smiley really having to work at it early on, and he gets that over the top pitch for the strikeout. That'll be his second.
Yeah, about location right there. Pulling the string now. Joey Rickard got a base hit on a very similar pitch. His first at bat, it was out over the plate. This one cutting in. So he's got to try to be a little bit quicker. When he pulls the hands in, the bat head goes and the ball stops out in front of the plate.
That'll bring up Manny Machado, credited with a single his first time up. So Manny now has a 7-game hit streak. Runner at first base. There are 2 down. Manny, swing and a miss. As Smiley, when he can get that pitch moving the way he wants it to go, is really tough to hit. Manny's gone 14 for 27 during his streak, hitting over 500. Home run, 4 runs scored, couple of RBIs. There it is again, foul ball. This is what Buck Showalter said about Smiley before the game.
His style is going to play late life, down zone. It's got one of those sliders that goes more down than laterally. A lot of people miscall what that pitch is.
And you've seen it used effectively here in the last couple of hitters.
Yeah, absolutely. And he gets on top, and Buck just saying that his throwing arm, it isn't a 3/4 slot. He almost leans back as he's going down the hill and then pulls that left arm way over above his head, and it creates just a tough angle for hitters, first of all, to pick up the baseball and then square it up And all the time you're hearing Buck or pitching coaches, we talk about angles the pitchers are able to get, and that's really the key. Of course, you want to offset the rhythm and timing, but you want to make it as tough as possible for a hitter to square up a baseball. And if your angle is steeper than most, you're going to be more successful. Smiley's had that in his career. Just getting hit a little bit more this year. Maybe teams onto him as far as how he approaches hitters.
There it is. So he gets him on the strikeout. He gets Rickard and Machado on the K's. The Orioles will pick up a run, though. They do it on a couple of hits, leave one on, and have a 5-1 lead. Brought to you by T-Mobile. Takes us to our Major League Notebook on our East Winds page. Gavin Floyd of Toronto may go on the DL. He took himself out of the ballgame yesterday. Shoulder problems. They'll take a look at it today. Clay Buchholz, the Red Sox, makes his second consecutive start. It'll be against Texas. He had been appearing out of the bullpen. He is now back in the rotation. Mark Teixeira returned to the Yankees yesterday. The Yankees, however, saying they do not intend to play him in more than 4 or 5 consecutive games. Will continue to have him in and out of the lineup. Knee and neck problems for Teixeira.
Yeah, just getting beat up. Injury bug has plagued him for a number of years here lately. Good to see Buchholz back in the pen, but I think, or back in the rotation. He was like 3 weeks in that Red Sox bullpen. But I think the Red Sox are kind of running out of some options as well. I think teams are really starting to panic a little bit in their pitching depth.
That ball's going to be blooped to center. Adam Jones coming. It'll be played on a hop. So Logan Forsythe, leadoff batter. 3 innings, leadoff man on in each of them. On Saturday, July 9, Manny Magic takes over as the fans at the afternoon game against the Angels are going to get the Manny Machado Garden Gnome. A unique gift to take home. Note the start time, 4:05. So make your plans right now. You can use hashtag Manny Magic on social media to join the conversations. Tickets for July 9 for Manny Magic Day. Every day is Magic Day for Manny.
Yeah, it is.
Here's Brad Miller. Miller will take it away, fly it out to center. 234 on the year for Miller. Rays now run on 4 hits. The Orioles 5 runs on 5 hits. Tyler Wilson got it in, gets the ground ball, foul. Well, the standings coming in on this Sunday. The Orioles lead is now up to 3 ahead of the Red Sox, who lost yesterday. Toronto's 4 games out, Yankees 6.5. Tampa Bay now 12.5 games behind. 1-1 base hit to left field. Reimold will play that one on a hop, and Miller's on. Well, the bats heated up yesterday in the second game when Tampa Bay got 6 runs on 13 hits, even though they lost, and they're hitting the ball again.
Yeah, they are. They're starting to put the ball in play a little bit more consistently. They're hoping for big innings, though. They don't have the power bats that they had just about a month ago. Too many injuries, too many unproven bats in this lineup right now.
So Longoria, who is one of the proven long ball bats, DHing today. Single his first time up. Tampa Bay's second chance with a runner in scoring position. They went 4 for 11 yesterday. That ball will be fouled back and out of play. 4 for 11 in the second game of the doubleheader. Wilson gets the 0-1 count. Orioles already doing what they've done all year here at home. The Orioles are averaging 5.16 runs per game at home. 5.16. They are 4.69 on the road. Runners off first and second base. The 0-1 delivery. Another souvenir. Let's take a look at our Lowe's home field advantage.
Oh, talking about home, yeah. Orioles able to put over 5 runs on the board offensively, but they're holding opponents to 3 or fewer, and they're doing it at an unbelievable rate. Advantage indeed. 24-0 when holding opponents 3 runs or fewer here at Camden Yards. Rockies 7-0. Pirates, Indians, Tigers on the list as well. But man, oh man, offense and pitching shutting them down here at Camden Yards.
It's a big differential. That one in the dirt. Pena blocks it. The Oriole pitching has also been better at home. That's a bit surprising, as the Orioles have a 3.91 ERA here and a 4.55 on the road. We've talked about the fact the Orioles starters last year and coming into this year at least, the Orioles starters are fly ball pitchers, the bullpen ground ball pitchers. That's less so this year. There's a pop up. Longoria can't believe it. Machado will put it away. Big out.
Well, that is a big pitch right there. A big out to get Longoria. And after that high fastball, that's another infield pop up.
So they will call on Logan Morrison again. This will be his second chance. He came up in a similar situation in the first inning. Runners on at first and second base. 1 down. And he hit into a double play. Morrison 268 in these situations on the year coming in. Forsythe on at second. Miller on at first. 1 down. Goes after it and will foul it off.
Nice little pitch right there. Cut fastball. He just kept boring in on the hands of Morrison. The only thing he could do with it is pull it foul. Nice way to get ahead of the big lefty. Location right there. That's a quality pitch.
Tyler Wilson making his 12th start of the year. Trying to get his first win against the Rays in his career. He's had a couple of losses, a couple of no decisions, 1 win in his last 5 outings. Oh, 1 pitch on the way outside. Pena reaching out to get it.
Well, I think in this time with the Orioles offense rolling the way they have been, it's a good opportunity for Buck Showalter in this rotation to right themselves, be a little bit more consistent. There's a little more forgiveness now with the Orioles putting up over 5 runs per game. In fact, that the bullpen has stayed consistent.
That'll go to Davis. Trumbo rather. There's one, and there's the double play. Tyler Wilson getting over to cover. So Trumbo just his second start of the year at first. And for the second time, Morrison hits into a double play with runners at first and second. Take a look at our Honda do-ups for the Orioles. When we come back, it'll be Davis, Trumbo, and Schoop.
Cubs defensively making some adjustments. Beckham sliding over to third base, and in the first inning can't handle a ball to his forehand. Another ball to his right, hitting off the base. A little bad luck right there, but I think both balls could have been played a little bit differently, maybe a deeper angle. More aggressive, taking the lateral line. Now, first round pick is a shortstop, so playing the middle of the diamond, you get a little bit more time to make those decisions. Down at the hot corner, your reactions better be on time.
Big game for Chris Davis, unloading with a grand slam in the first inning for his 18th home run of the year, second of this series. And Davis with those 4 RBIs, now an 8 RBI series against the Rays in these 4 games. Orioles are 6-2 against Tampa Bay in the year, and they have won all 5 previous games played here at Camden Yards. Chris has had 11 home runs that have gone pretty much middle, 4 to right, and now 3 that he's hit to the opposite field. As we said, 2 of those 3 have come in the last 2 days. 1-2 delivery on the way to him, and that's going to be down low. Smiley banging the glove. 2-2. Maryland Live Casino inside the numbers.
Yeah, how about the most runs per game at home in a single month since 1954? Bottom of the list this June. Yo, 6.75. You remember last April 2015, Adam Jones was hot, hitting up over 400. Paredes was swinging like Babe Ruth. They were putting over 7 runs.
Smiley gets a strikeout. That's going to be his 4th. Davis retired.
Well, Chris Davis took him deep on a high fastball. And here, the changeup gets him out in front a little bit. Slowing him down, and even more there.
That's the first leadoff batter in an inning retired in the ballgame. Mark Trumbo flying out first time up. Mark's had a 1 for 11 in the series. Outside corner strike. Giving Davis a rest, like Showalter was saying before the game. He just wanted to get Chris off the field. DHing, and he comes through with a grand slam home run. That'll be a pitch scooped up. So Trumbo, who made the start, has made the start in right field a number of times for the Orioles. Getting a chance at first base for just the 2nd time this season. He's played right field 37 times as a starter and as DH.
Well, nice play in that last inning. A little 3-6-1 double play started by Trumbo. Probably his best and most natural position. Good footwork over there, but he was out early today with Bobby Dickerson getting ground balls, and just to make sure he had the footwork right.
Smiley's pitch away. Pitchers are going to get to hit. Orioles leave tonight, have a day off tomorrow, and then Tuesday at San Diego. The ball to Jimenez, Eric Johnson. 9:30 O's extra. 10 o'clock for the ball game. They'll be on Masson 2. That one is filed away. Only a 2-game set in San Diego. Gallardo against Christian Friedrich. That'll be the 2nd game, and then the Orioles will be heading up to Seattle for 4, and then the Dodgers for 3. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Off the end of the bat, Souvenir.
Trumbo a little upset there. It wasn't because he swung at a high pitch, it was because he missed the hanging changeup. Smiley's location not as crisp as we've seen in the past. That 6th pitch, up and out over. Big man getting his arms extended.
2-2 delivery on the way. Pop up Souvenir the other way. Trumbo watching that one to see just how high it actually went. Orioles here in the homestand, 4-1. Team hitting .320 coming in, 6.5 runs a ball game during this homestand. And there's heat at 90. Haven't seen a lot of that out of Smiley. Gets another strikeout.
And finally got one of those high fastballs up above the strike zone. Take a look at the Mercedes pitch track here. Steady diet of pitches inside, soft off speed away, but the high heater above the strike zone gets Trumbo. That was a Mercedes pitch track, the best or nothing.
2 down, Jonathan Schoop. Jonathan called out on strikes his first time up. During the hit streak, 15 for 34, way back in left field, 16 for 35. Goodbye home run. Jonathan Schoop and the Oriole Dingers again here on this Sunday.
Jonathan Schoop extending his hit streak 9 games with the long ball there.
Francis Todd, our Maryland lottery contestant, another $500. Orioles 2 home runs in the ball game. Davis and Schoop. And the pitch taken for a strike by Hardy.
We'll take a look at this first pitch. Up in the zone, 79 miles an hour. This one Trumbo wanted to get. Schoop got it instead.
Down the line in right field. Arcia's got a long run, and that's close. It'll be a foul ball, and Hardy will come back. I mean, it really is getting to be almost unfathomable that the Orioles are hitting this many home runs. They've had 14 home runs in the last 7 games, scoring in those ball games a total of 46 runs in the last 7. And you just go on with it because the home runs have continued to come. There's been no drought, especially here in June. That one in the air, left center field. J.J. Hardy. That one will be shy of the warning track. Decker will put it away, and Hardy's retired. Orioles get a run on a hit. No errors, nobody left on base. Jonathan Schoop, second baseman who is having one of those breakout years, continues to break out. And that home run gives the Orioles a 6-1 lead. Fourth inning of Orioles baseball brought to you by the RAV4 Hybrid. All-wheel drive and unprecedented performance. Visit buyatoyota.com. Gary Thorne, Mike Bordick. It is Trumbo T-shirt day here at the ballpark, so there they are with the fans on hand and a big crowd here on this Sunday afternoon. Good to have you with us. Orioles up. Go to the fourth inning. 6-0 for the Orioles, 1-5-0 for the Rays. 3 left on by the Rays, 1 by the Orioles. More importantly, 2 big double plays turned with 1 down, runners at first and second for Tampa Bay in the first and third innings, and both hit into by Morrison.
Yeah, huge rally killers there. Rays offense just looks like they're trying to catch fire, get on a little bit of a roll.
Jennings, left field, warning track, and hauled in. Nolan Reimold a step shy of the wall.
Oh my gosh, that was pretty impressive play right there.
Ball had some carry.
With some smiles. There might have been a little luck involved here. Jennings smoking this ball. First at bat hit a home run, but Reimold, he gets this one behind him. Gets turned a little bit. Look at the glove reaching back. The concentration there. Whew. Coming down with a big first out.
Tyler Wilson with applause for his left fielder. That'll bring Arcia to the plate. Oswaldo Arcia, a base hit. His first time up and was stranded, taking all the way. Made his debut yesterday. Acquired from Minnesota, who had designated him for assignment. Really struggling, 6 hits in his last 44 at bats. Nolan Reimold, will he have room at the wall, and goodbye home run. Arcia delivers the long ball. And it's going to be a 6-2 game, his first home run as a Ray.
Well, this is a big opportunity for Oswaldo, moving over to the Rays after being designated for assignment by the Twins. And he jumps on the changeup, backs it up, and you see what kind of power he has, driving it the other way for the solo shot. Frustrating for Wilson. Not a terrible pitch either.
5 home runs on the year for him, as he did pick up some playing in games for Minnesota. Pitch will be taken inside for a ball. So Arcia gets the long ball. 2 home runs off Tyler Wilson, Jennings, and Arcia. Beckham popped out his first time up. 1-0 pitch to him will miss. Combined 4 homer games so far. Beckham to be followed by Conger.
Camden Yards starting to get a little dangerous with the heat. Ball's jumping out of here right now.
Good pitch, kept it down and away. It was the second game of the doubleheader yesterday after the Orioles won 5-0 in the first one. Ended up being a completely offensive tuned ball game. 8-6 Orioles win, 14 runs, 27 hits combined in the game. Yet it was the defense of the Orioles, Adam Jones' catch in particular, made a difference. That's a fair ball. That's going to go into foul territory. Beckham is on his way to second base. Reimold will go over to get it. And Beckham picks up a double, and the Rays keep on hitting, down by 4.
Well, you know they're going to keep swinging. And here Beckham getting a breaking ball. Pena wanting it down and away. Backs up on him and he hooks it right down the third base line. Inch or 2 from being foul, but keeping the pressure on Wilson for sure.
So that's going to bring Conger to the plate. A strikeout victim his first time up.
Sometimes the hardest thing I think for a starting pitcher to do is just take the scoreboard out of your mind. Don't pitch with the lead. Pitch to each hitter individually, 1 pitch at a time. Try to get that guy out. You have focus on each pitch. If there's any little let up, especially with this Rays team, give them an opportunity, and it seems like they're going to try to cash in on it.
Conger has shown some power. 0 for 3 today. Runners in scoring position for Tampa Bay. Actually, the Rays are out hitting the Orioles 7-6 in the ball game, but down by 4. One-0 count, runner off second base. Little check swing foul ball back over the screen by Conger.
There you go. Good off speed pitch right there. Getting Conger out in front. A check swing. There's proof of Wilson. He's keeping him off balance a little bit. To keep it going. Ride it out from here. Conger's guessing maybe a little in between. Make your adjustments. And hoping Pena and he are on the same page.
Orioles have the shift on. Hardy holding the runner. 1-1 delivery to him. Good jam shot. Came in at 89, 1-2.
Yeah, really good pitch. Get him out in front on a changeup away, and then a hard cutter underneath the hands. Big time pitch. Now you got to come up with the finishing pitch. Get this at bat over with. Buck Showalter was talking about this in reference to his defense the other day. Just defenders finishing plays. Pitchers that can finish hitters as well. And get ahead with 2 strikes. And get the pitch to put it in play weakly, or find a way to come up with a swing and miss pitch.
1-2. That's what Tyler Wilson's trying to do right now. Beckham on with a double at second base. Tampa Bay stranded 10 in the second game of the doubleheader yesterday, and they've already stranded 3 in this one. 1-2 delivery, and that one is going to be fouled off. That's where that runner in scoring position number is telling. You're getting guys on base here in this series, but not picking up the big hits. They're hitting only .228 as a team. They're last in the American League in that department. 1 ball, 2 strike count.
And they have been getting some opportunities, though, in this series,
Yep.
which is something that they haven't been able to consistently do all year.
The fewest chances in
Yeah.
the league. 1-2 pitch on the way to him. Shallow right field. Rickert had that one lined up. Runner will go back, and there are 2 down. On Friday, July 8, join the Orioles in celebrating the 50th anniversary of the team's first World Series championship. The members of the '66 team coming back include Brooksy, Jim Palmer, Boog Powell, and they'll be part of special pregame ceremonies. And all fans get the '66 World Champion T-shirt. And there'll be fireworks after the games, presented by Midstate Community Bank. That's Friday, July number 8. 2 down, 1 on. Here's Decker, flied out left field. His first time up. It's 10-game slide. The Rays are in. First time that's happened to them since late May, early June of 2014. They're 11 games under 500 for the first time since July of 2014.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see where this team goes.
That's towards the middle. J.J. Hardy is right there. And Decker is retired. A run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on base, home run. Arcia got it, and it is an Orioles 6-2 lead. Sunday Smiles, brought to you by Hair Cuttery, home of the Smile Back Guarantee. No small print, just big smiles.
Gonna be smiling all the kids at the ballpark today, and there's that little kid as well, happy to hit the home run. Solo shot, all kinds of teeth. And of course, he's by his big buddy there, Manny and Schoop having some fun leading the O's.
Orioles up, trying to make it a 4-game sweep, which would be their first ever against the Rays. And that'll be fouled back. Reimold picked up a double and scored in the second inning. Grand slam, Chris Davis, first inning, RBI single on a bunt by Adam Jones, a safety squeeze in the second. Broken bat to first base, handled in the air by Morrison. Well, last day, have a ballpark themed dish you'd like Adam Jones to taste. Your last chance. You think you're a better chef? Tweet your best food ideas using hashtag #IChallengeAJ. Adam's going to pick one winner, face off in the foodie battle. The fan challenge is brought to you by Care First, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Live fearless with a name trusted for over 75 years.
I wouldn't take Adam Jones on in anything right now. He's doing it all. Defense. How about he hit behind a runner in yesterday's ball game? He laid down the sacrifice or suicide squeeze there, or the safety squeeze. He's doing it all.
I would have Blue Cross Blue Shield coverage though.
For sure.
For the foodie battle.
Yeah, definitely.
Francisco Pena sacrificed his first time up. 1-1 delivery on the way, and that ball is going to go to left field. Very deep. Decker coming, and he'll get there and haul it in. Let's take a look at our Major League notebooks and baseball history being made yesterday. How about the White Sox? They lost 10-8 despite hitting 7 home runs in the ball game. They became the first team in Major League history to lose a game when it out-homered its opponents by at least 6. Kevin Gausman improved his record 1-5. Matt Andriese lost 6-1. Third time in MLB history a starter entered a game 0-5 or worse, defeated a starter who was 5-0 or better. And for Matt Wieters, the 5 multi-homer games now. Gus Triandos with 10, Chris Hoyles with 9, and Matt Wieters with 5. The Oriole catchers, leaders in multi-homer games. All from the Elias Sports Bureau.
And Matt, 2 homers in yesterday's ball game. One out on a Utah street. Pretty impressive outburst from Wieters.
I don't know if that marker is out there yet on Utah Street or not. All those homers are marked. Swing and a miss. Adam Jones has walked, scored, singled, RBI.
Adam Jones, most infield hits this season. Rickard has 11, Schoop 10, and there is Adam Jones. Great combination of speed and power.
And we must add Matt Wieters has 5
infield hits.
5 infield hits.
Yeah. Stolen base.
Talking about speed and power.
Absolutely. Got it.
Matt's been able to get those infield hits with a shift put on against him and either bunting or hitting one down the third base side when nobody's there to get it. 2 ball and 2 strike count on Adam Jones. If you have not checked out Utah Street, all those home runs hit out there are marked. There's a metal insertion in the sidewalk where they hit. There's actually a security guard out there. I talked with him one night about it. He marks all those. He watches those as to where they land. They try and get it as perfectly positioned as they can.
So you know that guy?
I do know that guy.
Do you think
you want me to put a Bordick one out there?
Can you do that?
Absolutely.
Just slide one out there.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be like the real one they put
Okay.
in.
That one goes towards the gap. He tomahawked that one. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Arcia will chase it down. Adam Jones 3 times up, 3 times on. A walk, a single, and now a double.
And Adam Jones is on his game right now. 12th double. If it's not a home run, it's a double. Right center power right there. The key is staying on top, keeping the level square, and Adam Jones is short to it and long through it. This ball is smoked into the right center gap, and there he goes, turning on the speed and walking to second base.
He now has 32 hits in 106 at bats and 10 home runs in the month of June. Just a sensational month for Adam. Joey Rickard, he has singled and struck out. He will pop that one up. Shortstop Miller. And Miller will put it away. No runs on 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on base. Ice cream time here at Camden Yards.
Geico highlights game 4 against the Rays, and Tyler Wilson looked for a little help from his defense. Ground ball to Schoop, 4-6-3, cleaning it up to get out of the first inning. Then in third, a little jam. Trumbo getting his second start, at first base, and he starts the 3-6-1. Tyler Wilson appreciating the defense and the call from Pena. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com for a free rate quote.
Tyler Wilson, a walk and a strikeout. And Logan Forsythe, a walk and a single. Top of the order, Miller and then Longoria due up, and he'll get it in there for a strike. Orioles getting out early and staying there here in the top of the 5th inning. 0-1.
Tough to get one by that left side of the infield. Machado, Hardy, and Schoop bunched up. Now Forsythe wants to try him. A lot of room on the right side, though.
There's that shift. Jonathan Schoop. Our PNC minor league report. It is brought to you by PNC, for the achiever in you.
Let's check on Jason Garcia. Of course, last year, all year in the big league, except for a little stint on the DL. This month, 4 starts, 3-0 record in AA Bowie, 157 earned run average. Very solid month of June on the season. He's had 4 wins, a 4.50 earned run average, but definitely coming into his own. Good to see him get some starts in AA. Definitely see Garcia soon at the major league level.
Pitch will be taken away. Brad Miller, a base hit, and he is flied out. 5 hits in 14 at bats in this 4-game series. But Showalter saying yesterday and again this morning, there'll be 2 or 3 moves made at the end of this game in determining who's going to go on the road trip. Darren O'Day may. They are thinking of activating him as soon as sometime during this coming week.
Nice.
That ball's going to fall in for a base hit. He backed off, got enough of it, makes a big turn, forcing the throw by Reimold. So Miller's on with his second hit, a single with 1 down here in the 5th inning. Caleb Joseph appears ready to go. He'll probably be on the trip. So Pena may not. And then the question of, we've got some dads to be on the line. Both Tolliver and Givens, their wives are expecting here soon within the coming week. And how to deal with that, they were talking about this morning. Do they leave them back here, wait, go on leave now, or you go out on the West Coast and have to come all the way back? So we'll see after the ball game. Longoria will take it up. Longoria singled and popped out.
You'd think nowadays they might just bring a wife right along with them and they can have a baby at the field. Wouldn't that be kind of unique experience? Would that go over well?
The answer to your questions are yes and no. It would be unique and it would not go over well. And we use unique there as it should be used.
There have been
one
meetings.
time.
There have been meetings, I remember, spring training, where managers would actually say, please, if you're going to have kids, try to plan it a little bit better. Don't really missing days during the summer.
Ball put up in the air towards second base. Hardy will put it away. I think Buck Showalter actually did that with a chart. He put a calendar up and he had the dates crossed out. Now, what those crosses meant, I'm not sure what they
can.
That's baseball planning. That's a whole other book. 2 down. Miller on at first base. And that'll bring Morrison up. Boy, what a tough day for Logan Morrison. First and third twice. 1 out. And both times hit into a double play. Now he's got a runner at first base. 2 down and the full shift employed against him. And he'll take a strike from Tyler Wilson.
Nice pitch there from Tyler. This is what you're going to see. It's not going to be an easy game by any stretch for Tyler. He has to work through ball games, mixing up the pitches. He'll give up his hits along the way. Well, you see what he can do, giving up or forcing the 2 ground ball double plays. So knows how to get himself out of jams.
He's a pitcher, 26 years old, meaning he's not out there throwing. He doesn't have that kind of fastball. He's got to locate and go off speed pitch. And with that great control he's always had, that has made him a winner. He'll step off.
Yeah, and it's a good combination on this team. Great defensive team. Offense clicking. We're not asking you to pitch a complete game. Got a strong bullpen right now. They've really been able to weather the storm with the travel and then of course the doubleheader yesterday. So full strength still out in the Orioles bullpen, or at least some healthy arms.
1-1 delivery on the way up high. The Orioles here at home lead the majors with the 44th home game they have played. They'll even some of that out with this road trip coming up. 30 wins at home, as we said, is the most, 3 ahead of Texas for most home wins on the year. And their home runs hit at home 67. That is the most home runs of any team at their home ballpark in the majors. 3 ball, 1 strike count on Morrison. As was true yesterday in both games, really. Tampa Bay hung tight enough, close enough to keep the game always on the line and make for big innings and some big pitches, even though the Orioles may have had the lead. That one down the line in left field. Reimold going over. Reimold diving, can't get it. That's going to go to the wall. Coming to third is Miller. He'll be waved home by Charlie Montoyo, and he will score. It's a double for Morrison, and it is a 6-3 game.
Now Morrison decided he's not going to try to pull the ball. The time he does, it goes into a double play, goes the other way, and comes up with a big hit. Double just past the diving effort. Nolan Reimold. And Miller able to score all the way from first base.
24 RBIs for Morrison, and another runner at second base. No, Tampa Bay finally able to pick up one of those big hits. Here's Jennings, a home run, and he's flied out. And he will take the pitch inside for a ball.
And Jennings, even his fly out was hit hard, driving Reimold all the way back to the wall. He had to make a special play on.
Tampa Bay 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. 1-0 delivery. Wilson able to keep it down low, and a 1 ball 1 strike count on Jennings.
Jennings power zone his first at bat. Gets a fastball lower third, but pretty much center cut, getting into his danger area.
Big lead at second for Morrison. Orioles not holding. 1-1 delivery, just missed. Again going down and away, or trying to. And a 2 ball 1 strike count. Tyler Wilson trying to end it right here. Run in the second on the homer, 4th on the homer. Jennings, Arcia. Now the RBI Morrison here in the 5th. And that pitch is going to be away. And the bullpen will start stretching. 3 ball 1 strike count. Orioles, by the way, TJ McFarland sent back down after getting the win in the ball game as the 26th man for the doubleheader. McFarland 2-2, and the pitch is inside. So it makes it ever more dangerous. Second walk surrendered in the ball game by Tyler, puts runners on at first and second with 2 away for Arcia.
And Buck on the phone, making sure Everybody knows who they're going to be lined up for if Tyler Wilson gets into a little bit more trouble here. Bundy taking the coat off.
Two away. Well, here's what we were talking about. Here's another big at bat. 3-run differential, potential tying run at the plate. Arcia picking up his 5th home run of the year. First as a J in the 4th inning, and a single in the 2nd. 2 on and 2 down, and Arcia will take it inside for a ball. There are the numbers. Still looking for the first one, even though they've been able to put 3 up on the board. Hardy holding the runner at second base. 1-0 delivery. Way inside. Arcia has always had the prospect of power. When he was 23 years old, he hit 20 with the Minnesota Twins. Combined for 34 home runs over a couple of seasons, 2013 and 14, also with Minnesota. And then it all just kind of went away. He's trying to find it again.
Yeah, the adjustment game. He wasn't able to do it this year. He's still young enough to obviously have a long career.
2-0 delivery, and he swings a ball 3.
He's kind of selling out. Big opportunity. 2-0. Great hitters count. He's in swing mode all the way. Wilson and Pena exposing that. We'll cut her down and in. Well over the top of it.
2 ball, 1 strike count. Morrison the double at second. Jennings the walk at first. 2-1 pitch by Tyler. That's right there. He's working him inside. He's keeping that ball in on the fist.
Yeah, does not want him to get his arms extended. Of course, they hit the home run the opposite way, so tying him up with the cutters.
So big pitch coming here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Arcia goes after it and gets it. That's going to go into the corner. Runners going with 2 down. It will bring Morrison home. Jennings is being waved home. They got a shot here. The throw to the plate will not be in time. Goes to third on the throw. Boy, what a day Arcia is having. His arrival in a Tampa Bay uniform. It'll be a double. 2 RBIs, goes to third on the throw. And this is a 1-run ball game.
Man, into the well one too many times. Setting up on that inner third with the cutters, and the breaking ball he's able to get to. Throwing the hard cutters in there and try to quicken them up, and then a slower breaking ball. But he's able to see like a beach ball and hammers it down the right field line. Hustling on into third base on the throw, but 2 runs score. Ooh, another tight ball game.
3 RBI day for the newest member of the Rays. Dom Chidi, the pitching coach, while Dave Wallace is away, comes out to have a word and draws a little time for Bundy, because now the potential tying run is at third base. That's 5 runs on 10 hits for the Rays. 6 runs, 7 hits for the Orioles. And Beckham will look to get the run in with 2 away. Beckham a double, and he is popped out. Wilson's delivery to him will be foul back. Came inside on the right-hander. So Tampa Bay finally able to come through with a runner in scoring position as they pick up the base hit. Arcia looks like he's swinging a pretty good bat early on here in the
Going for most valuable Ray.
Yeah, 3rd game with the team. That'll go to third base. It'll be handled by Manny Machado, who will make the throw across the diamond to get the out. But It's going to be a 3-run 5th inning. 2 RBIs, Arcia, another one for Morrison. Royal Crown due-ups, Machado, Davis, and Trumbo. We take a look at our Sunday columns page from Terry Pluto, longtime cover of the Indians for the Plain Dealer. Indians have the best starting rotation in the American League. Corey Kluber, Carlos Carrasco, Danny Salazar, Josh Tomlin, and Bauer. Terry Francona became manager 2013. He hired Mickey Callaway, who was a pitching instructor in the Tribe's minor league system. None of the starters had any impact before Callaway's arrival other than Tomlin. And the Indians are red hot. They have won 8 in a row. They've taken the early lead in their ball game today, 8-3 over the Detroit Tigers. Verlander gave up 8 runs on 9 hits in 4 2/3 innings for the Tigers against Cleveland today.
Wow. Well, looks like Tito's got a good pitching coach. Mickey Callaway, of course, pitched in the major leagues, won a World Series, pitched overseas as well at the end, and he's coaching in the Indians organization.
Yeah. So Manny Machado in a 1-run game. He's picked up a base hit, has struck out, drives the ball left field. Decker over, diving and can't get it. Fair ball off the wall. He'll go into second base. And the Orioles get the leadoff man on in a 2-for-3 ball game for Manny.
Manny Machado, the ball all over Camden Yards. He gets on. Look at him pull the hands in tight, close to the body, and just out of the reach of Decker. Nice effort. Smiley not being helped at all by his defense. Watch Machado. The hands coming in tight. That right elbow bisque planting itself on the right side. It's a bad head to it. Only 28 doubles so far for Manny Machado this year.
Chris Davis, the grand slam that so stands out in this game in the first inning. Struck out his second time up. Orioles now with 8 hits in the ball game. They put the shift on. They'll still hold Manny Machado close to second base. 0-1 delivery. Davis on the off-speed pitch. Foul tips it into the mitt. 0-2. Take a look at the home runs that have been put up in June.
My, oh my. 50 home runs by the Orioles. A Major League record. The Athletics back in '96 with 55. The Orioles might end up 60 by the end of the day.
Yeah. 0-2 delivery. Davis fights that one off. The Major League record for any given month, any month, is 58. The 87 Orioles and the 99 Mariners. The Orioles are going to bust through that mark. The most home runs in a single month. They are on pace to have 59. Davis with the 0-2 count. Nobody out. Machado off second base. That bounces. Machado's going to go. No play. Good read by Manny as Conger couldn't get to it in time.
Yeah, real good read by Machado, and something the Orioles starting to improve on this year. Every year they try to pay attention to their base running because they don't steal bases. Here spiking the breaking ball. Conger going down. Pretty good block, but out at second base you get a good read. Machado easily into third base.
So this changes the complexion of it now as the infield's going to be drawn. Well, they started in, now they're backing up. Pitch on the way, and he got him. Wow, I think he fooled him with a fastball.
Well, Davis hit a home run on an elevated fastball in his first at bat. See the Mercedes pitch track. That is almost the exact location. The fastball that Davis took deep. Maybe Chris not expecting it. Ball going Smiley's way.
So one away, and here is Trumbo. He has flied out and struck out. Infield now is in. Trumbo with a 1 for 12 in the series, in the air to left field. Decker going back at the wall, and goodbye. Home run, another one. Mark Trumbo rumbles, and the Orioles put 2 more up on the board and have an 8-5 lead.
Yeah, she had her T-shirt.
Now the league leader in homers.
Now the Trumbo shirts are waving here at Camden Yards. And the home runs keep a coming.
A 3 home run day off Smiley. And Trumbo with a couple of big RBIs. And that's going to go to right field. Schoop's got a base hit. Already a home run for Jonathan in the game. Now a base hit, 2 for 3.
How about Trumbo's swing on the inside corner? Smiley's been getting away with a few pitches in there. Trumbo makes him pay. It's a bat head to it quick.
Trumbo breaks the tie with Todd Frazier for the home run lead with 22 at 363. And for Francis Todd, our Maryland lottery contestant, there's another 500. J.J. Hardy 0 for 2 is grounded out, flied out. The Orioles just beat you over the head with these home runs in these kind of games. You think you have made a comeback. You got back in the game, and then right away, oops.
Yeah.
There goes another one.
They are relentless.
That one down the line is going to be foul.
They're squaring everything up. The pitchers are trying to figure out how to keep this offense off balance. But once they get the timing, and sometimes it takes a couple innings to get it going. They get on you. Man, they don't stop.
1 ball, 1 strike delivery on the way. Popped him up. Conger. And no play on top of the dugout.
We were talking yesterday about catchers throwing their mask after they find the baseball, and Conger actually threw it in his way. He almost tripped over it.
Threw it right in his path.
Yeah. There we go. Conger holding on to the mask, recognizes the ball, and he throws it right his way, and he's got to look down to avoid it. He obviously didn't see the show yesterday,
No,
Gary.
Telling you, I got to talk to Hank about that. Down to third base, played by Beckham. Forsythe over to Morrison, and they get the double play. But the Orioles get the 2 runs. They will do it on 3 hits, no errors, nobody left on, a 3-homer game. Trumbo, the league leading 22nd, bringing in Machado ahead of him, and the Orioles up 8-5. Community hero Ryan Kaiser. There's the 2016 Maryland Teacher of the Year. Mount Washington School, Baltimore City, 6th and 8th grade. Social Studies, Urban Debate League coach, speaker and advisor in the state of Maryland, Ryan Kaiser. And to all of our great educators, thank you so much. And congratulations to him. You can nominate a hero. Go to Orioles.com/heroes.
Tyler Wilson out of the ball game. Less than the 5 innings. It wasn't an easy 80 pitches he had to work his way through, but he did keep his team in it. Thank goodness for this Orioles offense. Tyler giving up the 5 earned runs this afternoon.
And a chance to be the winner. Towering fly ball by Hank Conger. Circling it. Look out. Up against the stands. I think he caught it. He did. Joey Rickard coming in from right field, going up over the facade and hauls it in with Jonathan Schoop right there with him.
Did he get some assistance from Jonathan Schoop, kind of lifting him up there to hold on to the ball? Both guys long way ranging for the baseball. Schoop until he picks it up, and then they converge. And how about that? Jonathan Schoop holding him up there. Nice play by Rickard. Interesting little line, but they come down with the out. Good concentration. Gets up on the wall, and when Schoop sees him, he holds him. Make sure you hold on to that one. Yeah, let's get the out for Bundy. Nice play.
Another outstanding defensive play for the Orioles. One down here in the 6th.
Dylan Bundy's pitch arsenal, that fastball 64% of the time. Mid-90s with the heater. A big breaking ball. Slider. Straight change. A couple wins for Dylan. 3.90 earned run average coming down. He's starting to eat up some innings as well. His last outing 6 days ago where he threw 3 innings. Kind of expect him to be in that same role here this afternoon.
1 away as Decker stands in. He is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Garton will get ready in the bullpen. Smiley's had a long day. 8 runs, 10 hits, 3 home runs of him. Ground ball towards first base, played by Trumbo. For Dylan Bundy, this will be his first appearance ever against the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, the way the 3 home runs hit off Smiley, he's only given up 3 in 1 other game, and that was his first game of the year against Toronto when they touched him up for 3 homers.
Well, he wasn't helped out by his defense at all.
No.
A couple plays that probably should have been outs.
Leadoff batter Logan Forsythe fouls it away. Base hit a walk, and he is grounded out. Both teams with 10 hits. The Orioles have the 8 runs. They've left only 2 on base. They've gotten them on, gotten them in. Orioles 4 for 6 with runners in scoring position today. Inside, and a 1-ball 1-strike count from Bundy. 1-1 delivery on the way. Oh, that's a good off-speed delivery.
Yeah, nice breaking ball right there from Dylan Bundy. Buck Showalter's used Dylan in the multi-inning relief appearances this year. Quite a few times. 12 of his 19 appearances in multi-innings.
Ooh, got him in the ribs. So Dylan Bundy plunks Forsythe, who will head down.
2 strikes, a hitter. You are planting your feet, expecting anything. Not expecting 94 in the ribs, though. So he takes the full impact, unable to in any movement to try to get out of the way.
It'll be the 3rd hit batter by Dylan Bundy. So Brad Miller gets a chance out in front. A couple of singles and a fly ball up. On Sunday, July 10, don't miss the big way to celebrate one of the Orioles' brightest stars. Fans at the afternoon 1:35 game against the Angels. Get the Adam Jones Jumbo baseball card. Presented by Topps. And then the kids 14 and under run the bases, as they get to do every Sunday after home games. That's coming up July 10. Pitch on the inside corner. And Bundy 0-2. Bundy may prove to be one of those pitchers referred to as effectively wild.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's not afraid to throw the ball inside. I mean, he's an old school pitcher in the sense that he understands that he needs every part of the plate and then some.
That ball down the line on the shattered bat.
A lot of pitchers intimidated, maybe a little tentative to throw it inside, because if you make mistakes in there and leave it on the plate, chances are it's going to get hit a long way. So you're going to make sure. And Dillon wasn't trying to hit Forsythe. He was trying to make sure he got his fastball inside to try to open up the outside corner.
Miller with new lumber and an 0-2 count with 2 down. And that heater's going to be up high at 96. As expected, I guess, Strasburg has gone on the DL today for the Nationals. 15-day upper back strain. He was scratched from the start, scheduled for today. 1-2 pitch on the way. Yikes. 95 up and in. 2-2.
Yanked that one a little bit. I thought it was a good call. Pena wanting the high fastball, but you got to keep it on the plate. It's got to look enticing enough. Pull the trigger, and then too late to hold up on high heat.
Ground ball to the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Forsythe will head over to third. And on with the single is Miller. So the Rays again. They keep coming. That's 11 hits for him, and they've got runners on at first and third again with 2 down. Copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Orioles, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles.
Good sign. Those are the best team ever. I'll tell you what, some of the numbers they're putting up,
They
could become one of the best Oriole teams ever.
These power numbers are really sensational. Off-speed breaking ball catches the outside corner. Longoria gets another shot at it. He has singled in 3 times to the plate and popped out the other 2. 3 hits in 14 at bats in the series, and that was one to drive, and he didn't get it.
Yes, it was. 93. Pretty much center cut fastball up on the plate, but not up enough. Longoria just missing. Of course, after 2 strikes now, that'd be a good time to just take it 6 or 8 inches higher than that last pitch.
Longoria DHing the 0-2 delivery, and he just missed getting him. Orioles holding him to under 200 on an average this year against the O's pitchers. He carries a 263 career average against the Orioles, and will foul that one back. So Longoria keeps it at a ball and 2 strikes. He too has had a big home run month in June so far, hitting 9. He's up there among the leaders in the American League homers this month. 1-2 pitch on the way, and that's going to be outside. First and third, 2 down. Two delivery on the way. You can bet everybody over there in that Rays dugout is watching all this going, what's his name, Bundy?
Right.
Just want to know, so if I get to the plate.
Yeah, Longoria's had to duck a couple times this series. He took one off the knob of the bat. Breaking ball getting away from Bundy.
3-2, 2 down. Runner from first will be going. And Longoria will pop it up down the line in right field. Jonathan Schoop's got the angle and will put it away. So no runs on one hit. 2 more are left on base. Our Chevy do-ups, Reimold, Pena, and Jones. Using the long ball, the Orioles take the 8-5 lead here on this Sunday at the ballpark, and the starters out of there.
Yeah, Smiley out of the ball game, lasting the 5 innings, 8 earned runs, 3 homers given up to this Orioles offense. And Smiley's struggles continue this season. Now time for the Jiffy Lube pitching change, brought to you by Jiffy Lube, or participating stores now do brake services. Stop in and let Jiffy Lube inspect your brakes today. Well, Ryan Garten out of the bullpen here. The Rays, take a look at his pitch arsenal. Fastball 52% of the time, low 90s with the heater. There's a cutter, curveball, and change to go along with it. He's picked up a win, a 3.38 earned run average. This is his first experience this year in the big leagues. Opponent's hitting .324 off Garten. Couple up and down stints this year.
Nolan Reimold, a double and a run scored. He's extended his hit streak to 4 games. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game, bottom half of the 6th inning. Garten's delivery will be fouled off the other way. Well, the Orioles pounding away after victory number 45. If they can get it, but Showalter's Ball Club will be 15 games above 500. And another series win already guaranteed with the wins in the first 3 ball games. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Day off tomorrow, and then San Diego Tuesday. 9:30 O's extra, 10 o'clock the ball game. Jimenez against Johnson. Oh, that one got Conger.
Breaking ball right here, and Reimold fouling it off, but that back foot exposed, and it catches Conger on the foot, and he hollered at somebody that it hurt. Almost got the bat as well on top of the head. I'm taking a beating.
1-2 outside, and a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Still regrouping behind the plate. And this one will miss up high. Garten Going to throw at least 8 pitches to the first batter he faces coming out of the bullpen. And Milwaukee, not what he had in mind. Orioles baseball on MASN, brought to you by Southwest. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. And by Ocean City, Maryland. Let us show you a good time in Ocean City, Maryland. Book now, OCOcean.com. Only the second walk the Orioles have picked up in the ball game. That'll bring Francisco Pena to the plate. Sacrifice, and he is flied out. Infield gets to double play depth, and Garton's delivery will be in there for a strike. Well, another highly offensive ball game, back-to-back such games in this series. Combined 13 runs on 21 hits so far in this one. Much the same as game 2 of the doubleheader yesterday. 0-1 pitch, and that one's going to miss down low. .511, 185-pounder, 34th round in the 2012 draft. Ryan Garton, Clearwater, Florida. 1-1 pitch, check swing. Didn't want to go and not happy. It hit the bat. And a 1-2 count.
Buck Showalter, when he was talking about Smiley today and how Smiley creates a real good angle, he also made reference to shorter pitchers. Guys not really. They have to find ways to create angles. Only 5'11". Garton's had to do that himself. You see him riding the fastball up to the top there, but trying to drive it down, mixing the breaking ball on occasion.
1-2 over the top gets it. Now Garton picks up the strikeout. 1 down.
After a fastball up to the top, right back down to the bottom. And across the top of the knees to get Pena.
Garton has been throughout his minor league career a relief pitcher. No starts. First 4 years in the minors. You see more of that now. It used to be everybody that made it to the majors had been a starter at some point. Now you see more who specialize in just coming out of the pen right from the minors to the majors. Ooh,
dang.
Boy, this is a tough day for Conger. Tough inning.
Tough weekend.
Yeah.
Adam Jones got him a couple times yesterday. Some back swings. Oh, that one just lifted the mask right off. Ooh, look at the face. Tough Sunday. Above the right eye.
Now Garton will take a moment, as will Jones, to let Conger recover.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Shake him out.
One down, 0-1 delivery to him. Adam up the middle off the mound, base hit. Making the turn at third and second and holding is Reimold. So Adam Jones, a 3-hit day. He has had 2 singles, a double, and a walk. Time running out to vote for the 16 Esurance All-Star Game. Get online at Orioles.com/orange. Select your favorite players. And Machado headed to a start. Mark Trumbo, a little help needed on some votes. You could win an autographed All-Star Game jersey, VIP experience, special ticket discounts. That's Orioles.com/vote-orange. One down, runners on at first and second base. Adam with a 3-hit game, setting the stage for Joey Rickard. A base hit, a strikeout, and a pop out. 1 out, 2 on. And the pitch is going to miss inside, maybe a little bit low. Adam has his 21st multi-hit game. For the moment, at least the second game in which he's had 3 hits. Rickard, that one almost bounced away. Conger got it.
Yeah, Adams kind of doing what he wants, it seems, with the bat. Driving the ball all over the field, taking what's given him. Very comfortable.
Orioles 4 for 6 in these situations today. Trumbo with a homer in the 5th, 2 RBIs, extending the lead to 8-5 after Tampa Bay had cut it to 1. 2-0 pitch on the way down to third. Knocked down by Beckham. There's one. Relay not going to be in time. Beckham got handcuffed a bit on that one. Takeout slide at second base by Jones. Kevin Cash wants the whole play up to look at it.
Now this ball gets on Beckham in a hurry. Takes a little time, but that allows Adam Jones to get down there. Adam sliding right into the base, keeping the hand on there, but it's just a late feed from Beckham that allows Adam to get on top of Forsythe.
Still looking at the video, they haven't challenged. They would challenge the play at second base, whether or not it was a bona fide slide under the new rule. Sure, it looked like it was. Still waiting. And no challenge. So runners at first and third. Reimold goes over to third base. Ricker with a fielder's choice. 2 down. And Manny Machado, another multi-hit day, double single, and he has struck out. Manny with the 30 the multi-hit games. He is now 4th in multi-hit games in the American League. 1-0, and that one will miss inside. Right-handers 2-0 delivery doing Manny down to third. Foul. And he started the day 5th in average, tied for 6th in home runs, the leader in total bases in the American League. He's 6th in hits, 9th in runs, 2nd in doubles. He's had a hit in 10 of the last 11 ball games, at least one. 2-1 delivery on the way. Manny will pop that one up towards left center. Decker will put it away. So that will do it. The Orioles no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 are left on base, 6 complete. Orioles trying for a 4-game sweep. Miller Time brought to you by Miller Lite.
Well, something the Orioles don't do too often. Wait a second, it's a sacrifice bunt, forcing Smiley to field his position. Reimold hustling over to third base. Yeah, get a runner in a scoring position. Third base with 1 out, and Adam Jones, it's the safety squeeze. And the Orioles adding another run early in the ball game. Important tack on run there, and Adam Jones able to pick up the knock with his speed as well.
All right. It's your brother, and he's on. Now tell him to pay you. Dylan Bundy on in relief. Tyler Wilson looking for his 4th win. The starter, 5 innings, 5 runs, 10 hits. Logan Morrison, double. RBI and scored a run, throttling back. That differential between that 95, 96 mile an hour fastball and a 74 mile an hour changeup.
Yeah.
That's substantial.
Now Dylan has the pitches for sure. Now it's just a matter of working his pitch count up.
It's the pop up on the heater. Trumbo. 1 down, 7th inning. After the game today, all the kids 14 and under are going to be running the bases if they so choose. After every Sunday home game this year, family has a chance to watch the kids do this. So cap off the day at the ballpark with a great memory for the youngsters. Our next Sunday home game is July 10. That'll be against the Angels. Orioles.com for tickets. Jennings, a home run, number 6. He's flied out, drawn a walk, and scored. Desmond Jennings with 1 down and nobody on. Tampa Bay staring at an 11-game losing streak. They do not come back in this ball game. Back up overhead. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count.
Yeah, which kind of makes you think with the struggles of the Rays, not that they've ever really broken the bank with their payroll, but there are going to be some payroll questions coming up. Some of their younger pitchers, as their salaries start to increase. Odorizzi, one of them. Smiley's a young pitcher as well. They're going to think about locking these arms up, and they have to kind of think about their future. What kind of direction do they want to go? When your organization gets devastated with injuries, you kind of get a chance to step back and see where you are, you know, what you need.
Boy, just mixing them up speed-wise. He gets Jennings.
Good fastball there. Slowed him down earlier in the bat. And there's some cheese. 94 painted on the outside corner from Bundy. A couple quick outs here to start the 7th.
And of course, Tampa Bay still going through the question about will they get a new ballpark or not, too.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's very much up in the air. The only thing they've gotten over the last 3 years that this has been going on is approval to look in 2 other counties, crossing the bridge over by Tampa. But that's it. They don't have any sites or no plans, and there's no approval to do so, even if they wanted to move. So that also has put everything up in the air. Dylan Bundy against Arcia. Arcia's had a home run, 3 RBIs, also got a double, and has had a single. So big day for the new member of the Rays, who's going to be playing in the outfield with all the injuries we've talked about throughout this series to this Tampa Bay team. 4 regular outfielders on the DL. Steve Pearce has played so well, particularly at the plate for them on the DL. 2-0 pitch by Bundy.
Nice change. Down in the zone. Secondary pitches really come a long way for Dylan Bundy. Go along with that power fastball.
And got him out on that one. 2-2, foul tipped on the 85. That is some variation. 96, 97, 85, 86, 73, 75.
Sure is. And Dylan, the real smooth delivery. So the anticipation for what's coming could be the exploding fastball like that. Pull the string on that change.
Down 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rays have not been retired. 1, 2, 3 in the ball game. In fact, we've not had a clean inning in the game on either side. Left field, Reimold, wind blowing it. Nice play. Or dropped it. Had it. As Joe Henderson said, I had it, but I lost it.
He did have it. Oh, it hit his glove and then the wall, and then it rolled out. Take a look. Ball kind of, oh my, it just hit the glove and started rolling down the arm. Didn't stick. No one taking a look. Got to be in there. Ran all that way to look in the glove for nothing.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. At bat extended. And Arcia won't extend it for very long. So Bundy gets a couple of strikeouts, retires the side in order. 7th inning stretch time Sunday afternoon. Orioles 8, Rays 5. Look at our Alexis Atausen drive of the game.
Arcia, it's a grand slam. First inning, going the other way. Davis showing the opposite field. Pop. Smiley. Frustrations mounting this year. Giving up way too many long balls. Davis getting the O's on the board.
Drive of the game brought to you by Lexus Atausen, the area's #1 luxury dealer. Come see why at LexusAtausen.com. So with Mike Bordick, I'm Gary Thorne, and the Orioles again using the long ball, the offense taking charge of ball games. Somebody said to me today, how long can you go where the club's got to score 7, 8 runs a ball game? I said, I don't know. The answer to that is generally not very far, but with this ball club, I'm not sure that's the correct answer.
Well, I don't really want this Orioles offense to ever let up.
Yeah.
Keep going, take it down the line. Now, yeah, everybody wants starting pitching to step up a little bit, and they have to. They really are going to have to, because the offense is going to go through its ups and downs. A long way to go this year. Orioles are healthy right now. They got J.J. Hardy back. Manny served his suspension time. Things are looking up. Worley's coming back in the pen. Darren O'Day. So there are positive things on the horizon, believe it or not, for this team that's playing so well. But they have to be prepared for the ups and downs. They have to understand that it's going to be part of the game. But this is what you see when a lot of guys are hot. I mean, they just don't let up, and they keep coming. Even if another team tacks on some runs and you think you're finally getting the foot on this Orioles offense, they just keep answering back, and they'll spread it out through the whole ball game if they have to.
And there's enough depth in the lineup so that even when you get a couple of guys, even if they're your big boppers, if they go a little bit cold, Orioles still have enough to be able to continue to do what they are doing right now. Orioles up 8-5, bottom half of the 7th inning. And Chris Davis will take it outside. Davis a home run, that grand slam in the first, and a couple of strikeouts since. Gratton on in relief of Smiley. 8 runs, 10 hits over 5 in his start in the game. And Chris will take it away, and the count goes to 2-0. Ryan Garten worked against Cleveland, 22nd, his last outing. Just a third of an inning in that ball game. Up from AAA on Tuesday for the second time with a big club. 2-1 pitch on the way. Chris will take it at the knees for a strike. Texas jumping out to the early 3-0 lead on Boston. They're playing in Texas, only in the second inning of that game. Minnesota's beaten the Yankees 7-1 today. And will foul that one back. And the White Sox are beating Toronto 4-0 in their game. And a chance today for the Orioles to have another pick up some ground day. And that pitch is going to be taken. 3-ball, 2-strike count. Garden's delivery is going to be down low. Davis on. Oh boy, it's pretty much a Davis day. Home run, strikeouts, and a walk.
Yeah, nice AB.
Are inside the numbers on Mark Trumbo.
Now, how about Mark Trumbo being only the 3rd player in Orioles history to record at least 6 home runs and 15 RBI in the first 3 months of the season. Of course, Brady Anderson did it back in '96 when he hit the 50 home runs. Davis back in 2013 at 53, and Trumbo had 6 homers, 19 RBIs April, 9-18 May, 7-17 here in June. Pretty impressive stretch of 3 months here for Trumbo.
That pitch is going to be in there for a strike. It had been a while. He and Todd Frazier had been tied for the American League Major League lead in home runs with 21 for the entire week. Trumbo breaks that with the home run today. Cano, Encarnacion, Beltran all have 19 in 3rd place. Breaking ball and the good one. Trumbo just settles the bat down after that one broke in. And the count will go to 0-2 on Trumbo T-shirt day. He delivers. Duvall and Arriendo in the National League have 21 home runs each. They are tied entering today's play. Oh, 2, nasty bite. Gets him on the K.
Yeah, he really threw that one. Maximizing the spin. Sharp breaking ball. Boy, look at the bite down in the zone. Throws it hard, so it looks like it's going to be a fastball. About to there. You saw the picture of the ball come into the screen, and then it disappeared. A little knuckle curve. Slamming it to the bottom of the zone to get Trumbo.
Garten was pitching in the Southern League last year with Montgomery. He had 70 strikeouts in 61 innings. That'll be fouled off. Jonathan Schoop, another big day. Home run, single. He is 2 for 3. 9-game hit streak for Jonathan to take west. Average keeps climbing at 275. With the 13 home runs now.
And I think it's impressive that now Buck's starting to move him around a little bit. Went up in the top of the order here this weekend, 2nd and 3rd.
And there's another base hit. So Jonathan Schoop has a 3-hit day. Davis will get down to second base with 1 away. Orioles baseball on MASN brought to you by PNC Bank, for the achiever in you, and by visitannapolis.org. Create your moment at visitannapolis.org.
Boy, does Jonathan Schoop look good right now.
I think on his average, let me correct myself, he's hitting 291 before that last at bat. 291. So that's up. Here's J.J. Hardy. Already 0 for 3 in the ball game. A bouncer, Miller, Forsythe, and they turn the double play. So the Orioles retired. There'll be no runs on a hit. 1 left on. We've completed 7 here at Camden Yards. The Orioles have the 8-5 lead. Game 1 of the O's 9-game West Coast swing. It'll begin in San Diego. Ubaldo Jimenez will take the mound against Eric Johnson. Coverage on MASN 2, 9:30 O's Extra, presented by Jeep. Game coverage at 10. All the access you need right here on MASN.
Take a look at the Padres preview. 33-43, last in the National League West, but they have won 6 of their last 7. They're doing pretty well in interleague plays, averaging the 7.7 runs per game. Johnson and Friedrich, the starters for the Padres.
Dylan Bundy's pitch. Tim Beckham fouls that one away. San Diego lost to Cincinnati today by a score of 3-0.
Well, one thing about that Padres team, I think it's good that the Orioles got a look at them in the 2-game set here earlier this week. Take a look at Ryan Webb warming up in the Rays bullpen. You know what to expect. I mean, Padres team is swinging it right now, so they can't let up at all. Bullpen's starting to get a little more consistent. And Rodney, they get to the back end. Rodney's really tough out there. 17 saves.
Cleveland beat him today 9-3 over San Diego. 9 in a row for the Cleveland Indians. They're now 44-30. All of a sudden the Indians started the day 5 games ahead of the Kansas City Royals, who are tied in the 7th with Houston 1-1. Royals have lost 4 in a row. Everybody in the Central lost yesterday except Cleveland. Beckham chasing the heater. That's 3 strikeouts in a row.
That's using the high heater to his advantage here. Dylan Bundy showing the command. Pena wanting the high fastball up on the toes. Saw that a few times yesterday with Kevin Gausman. Executed perfectly to get Beckham.
1 away. The Orioles go into the shift. Hank Conger 0 for 3, strikeout, 2 fly balls to right field. Last one, outstanding play made by Rickard, going over to get it up against the wall. 1 down here in the 8th inning. Orioles up 8-5, out hitting the Rays 12-11. Dylan Bundy in his 3rd inning of relief will get the pitch in there for a strike.
Last time Dylan pitched, he threw 3 innings against Texas.
Foul ball. Way upstairs. That's Worley with the ball club. Not returned officially.
What a valuable member of this bullpen he has been. Man, big time swing, man. He'll spot start, do some long relief. Coming at the end, very valuable for Buck Showalter. And he has been, a couple years ago, TJ McFarland was a guy that really saved the bullpen and did that for a couple of years. Lance Worley here, the early part of this season, has been the man eating up the innings.
Watches that one go by, and the count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes on Conger. Decker, the number 9 hitter, waiting on deck. Again, it's just a 3-run lead. I say that because Rays have had runners on. Not this time, though. Conger's out of there. 4 strikeouts. They've been consecutive here by Bundy.
Man, that is a nasty changeup. Located perfectly. Grabbing some pitches to the top, but finishing Conger off. Ooh, a split finger grip on that. Nice pitch. Bottom of the zone. That's 4 punch outs in a row for Bundy.
So 2 down here in the 8th inning. Decker is 0 for 3. Couple of hits and 11 at bats in the series. Bundy has retired 6 in a row. And an 0-1 count. See performances like this by Bundy, the internal smiling of the Orioles organization goes on.
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Love to see the homegrown stars coming up through, contributing.
That one bounces off Pena. And an 0-2 count.
And Bundy, a former first-round pick, here making his mark in the big leagues this year. Kevin Gausman, first-round pick, picking up his first win of the year in yesterday's ball game. Manny Machado, possible MVP, came up through the Orioles organization. Schoop, list goes on and on. Organization's done well.
Up high with it. 1 ball, 2 strike count on Decker. 2 away here in the 8th. Orioles, the 4-run lead in the 1st inning. Saw Tampa Bay come back to within 1. And then the Orioles able to jump back out again. Tampa Bay got 3 in the 5th inning, but the Orioles in their half added 2 on the Trumbo home run. He'll be fouled outside of third base. Tampa Bay is going to be heading home after this series. If they lose here today, it will be an 0-7 trip for this team. It'll be their 3rd winless road trip in their franchise history. Won't get any easier at home. They've got the Red Sox, Tigers, and Angels coming in.
Yeah, this road trip pretty tough. They started taking on the Giants, first place team out in the National League West. Then went to the Central, took on Cleveland, first place team in the Central, and now come back over to the East where they're taking on the first place O's, and they haven't had any luck.
Yep. All with probably the worst injury situation they'll have this year, with a number of players out. No, the Tampa Bay Rays, light at the end of the tunnel is very tiny. 1 ball, 2 strike count. That'll go into right field for a base hit. So Decker on a 1-2 delivers the single with 2 down here in the 8th inning. In our Major League notebook on this date in baseball history, Frank Robinson, 2 grand slams, same game, consecutive at-bats with the Orioles. Came against the Senators, won it by a score of 12-2. The 7th Major League hitter to have 2 bases loaded homers in 1 game. And Lloyd Wainer at Pittsburgh, MLB record with 18 putouts, playing center field during a double header against the Braves. He was the Pirates center fielder. His brother was Big Poison. He was Little Poison. Went to the Hall of Fame. And that'll be fouled away. Lloyd Wainer with the 18-year career, big batting average, 24.59 in the hit department, run scorer, table setter, and a real fine defender in center.
Little Poison and Big Poison.
Yep, the Wainer brothers both played in Pittsburgh.
I love that.
Yep. 0-1 the count. And fouled again the other way. Logan Forsythe hit by a pitch his last time up. A walk, a single, a ground ball out, 4 hits, 15 at bats in this series. Each team 12 hits in the game. For the Orioles, 3 of them have been home runs. And for the Rays, 2, Jennings and Arcia. Orioles have the grand slam by Davis, Trumbo, 2 RBI homer, and the solo shot by Jonathan Schoop. 1-2 pitch. That'll miss away.
Really a lot of similarities here in this series as far as opportunities with runners in scoring position, but the Rays have been scuffling in that category as the Orioles really started taking off. They've been pretty consistent all year long.
2-2 delivery on the way. Check swing fooled him. The 76-mile-an-hour pitch, tried to pull the bat back. Bundy, 2-ball, 2-strike count. In the season series now, this is game number 9. The Orioles have out-homered Tampa Bay 15-7 in the home run department. ERA of the pitchers coming into this game, Orioles 2.31 against Tampa Bay, and the Rays 4.5. And some major differences that have led to the Orioles 6-2 lead in the series. 2-2 delivery on the way, and that will be away. Little danger land here now. He gets on. You got the potential tying run coming to the plate in Miller.
And Miller all of a sudden is heated up. 6 hits in the last 2 games, 3 today, 3 yesterday.
Runner off first going, 3-2 delivery, and that's going to be popped up first base. Trumbo's got a read and puts it away, and Bundy works his way out of it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Bottom of the 8th, Orioles up. In front of this big crowd of 38,611 on this Sunday.
And the Rays going out to the bullpen, just activated off the 15-day DL. Ryan Webb, former Oriole. Take a look at his pitch arsenal. The fastball 50% up. Overall, and Webb has given up a couple homers.
Webb was added to the roster after the game last night, coming off the DL for the pectoral strain. They optioned Tyler Sturdivant, who pitched in the doubleheader yesterday, back down to AAA, and they sent Danny Farquhar back to AAA. He had been their 26th man for the doubleheader. Orioles did the same thing. TJ McFarland, their 26th man, also sent down. Zach Britton will get ready. Right now it is a save situation. So the Orioles bat with Reimold, Pena, and Jones due up, bottom half of the 8th inning. Garton worked a couple of innings, 2 hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Smiley, the pitcher of record on the losing side right now, gave up 8 runs, 10 hits over 5 innings. Tyler Wilson a chance to win it, 5 runs, 10 hits over 5. .1-0 delivery, and we swung on and missed. A funky delivery that Ryan has.
Yeah, that 3/4 slot, big guy, 6'6", so it's tough to pick up the ball, but he's generally around the plate. Pitches to contact, not an overpowering fastball.
1-1 delivered to Reimold. He hasn't pitched in the majors since May 26. He had 4 rehab appearances before returning to the ball club for today's game. Big high batting average you saw against him at .338. Last year was .245. Two-one delivery on the way. Kept that one down. 2-ball, 2-strike count.
Well, that's the perfect movement that he looks for on every pitch. 3/4 arm slot guy, stepping straight. See him just slinging it, and he gets some sink action with the 2-seam grip.
On the 2-2, a chopper to hit the plate. Reimold's fast. Nice play made by Forsythe. Shift was on there, and he was over on the shortstop side to get him. 1 away.
Yeah, tough play. It looked pretty easy though. Get those bang bang type plays for infielders, and I'm going to take note that a lot of them really preset their body, their position in a good throwing motion. You see that right foot come around, create some momentum towards the target. Pretty smooth transfer to get the speedy Reimold.
Francisco Pena working behind the plate, sacrifice 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a strikeout. And he will take the pitch inside. Orioles, of course, have already won this series, having won the first 3 games, so they are now 15, 7, and 2 in series this year. Only Texas has more series wins, and that's only by 1. Texas 16, 4, and 1. And a strike on the outside corner. And then you go to Kansas City, 12 and 8 for the American League teams who have led in series wins this year. One pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss. Good action on that, down and away, and a 1-ball, 2-strike count from Webb.
Yeah, a lot of 3/4 slingers use that slider as more the changeup. Kind of stops out in front of the plate, pauses, and then bites down and away. Located very well there from Webb.
1-2 chopped, third base. Tim Beckham. Pena retired, 2 down. Looks like Zach Britton may in fact get a chance at another save. Our Coons American League leaderboard brought to you by Coons.com. Over 2 million vehicles sold and counting.
The Orioles 27 just behind the Rangers. Of course, Zach Britton 23 leading the American League. You see the American League average 20 saves. Orioles 2 behind the Rangers.
Day off tomorrow, so the Orioles don't have to worry about overuse of Zach onto the bullpen. Here's Adam Jones, big day. 4 times on, a walk, 2 singles, a double, and he has scored a run. That one will be fouled back.
Adam Jones is really controlling the front side. He steps into the plate and points that bat out to center field. It's kind of used as a reminder. We see a few of the Orioles doing it. And Scott Coolball likes to kind of point this out, where your body needs to be, where it is to be square. And Adam uses the bat to line himself up, so he avoids turning his back to the pitcher too much.
Just foul.
That just kind of allows him to control the body and obviously the bat head. And we've seen it today. He's pulled base hit, gone up the middle. He's gone the other way. He's done it all.
Feeling that young man will probably be running the bases after the game. It probably will have a baseball in his hand while he does it. Nobody's going to get that ball.
Yeah. Sister wants it.
No.
Can I just see it? Oh, she's going to throw it on the field. Don't do it. No, don't. Oh, no.
What a nice brother. And the pitch taken outside.
See what she said? She leaned back to her mom and said, yeah, it's a round ball. What's the big deal? Did you see her read her lips?
It's a child with a chance in life. 1-2. One-two delivery on the way, and that's going to go into right field. Another base hit. A 4-hit game for Adam Jones under the glove of Morrison.
This is a bullet off the bat of Adam Jones, going the other way, backing Webb up and taking it out of the glove of Conger. Ooh, that is dropping the bat head. Beautiful swing from Adam Jones. And Morrison, no chance to react over there first base.
His second 4-hit game of the season, and on all 5 times. Adams got an 8-game hit streak extended here. Joey Rickard batting second, 1 for 4, base hit, run scored. Manny Machado's extended his hit streak to 7 today. Jonathan Schoop to 9. Nolan Reimold to 4. Two down. And an inside pitch. Orioles 13 hits, the Rays 12. One 0 count from Ryan Webb. And that will be their first strike.
You know what else is kind of fun about this Orioles lineup, and I'm sure John Russell and Buck Showalter have a good time now sitting down and writing out the lineup card, figuring out the matchups, because just about everybody, you know, they look to. Brian Flaherty was hot before everybody came back. Alvarez has been hot. Kim's been hot. So has bench players, Rickard as well. And you can move them around in the lineup anywhere.
That one tagged by Rickard, going back left center field and right off the wall. Adam Jones making the turn at third. He's heading home. They got to play at the plate. Throws not in time. Adam comes in standing up. And Rickard delivers an RBI double. And the Orioles have a 9-5 lead.
Rickard definitely heating up. Back to where he was at the beginning of April. Getting on the high slider and hammering it off the wall. Left center field. Jennings, even with the big speed, can't close in on this one. Let's make a nice barehanded play on the one hopper off the wall. Gave him a shot at Jones, but Jones scoring all the way from first base.
So the Orioles now with a 9-5 lead. Despaigne up. It is no longer a save situation going to the 9th. Manny Machado a single, a double, 2 for 4. 335 for Manny in the average side. The Orioles 4 for 9 today in these situations. Tampa Bay will look back another day where they didn't get key hits. 1 for 8. Rays have left 8 on base. The Orioles have left 5. 14 hits for the Orioles. Machado will take that one away. One ball, one strike count.
Man, a pretty good series at 412. Home run, RBI. Those are this series first off the suspension.
And we'll foul that one away. Manny has not had in his career big numbers. Coming into the game hitting .217 against the Rays. And boy, he certainly has pushed that up with those numbers in this year's series. Does have 8 home runs, 3 of them this year against Tampa Bay. 1-2 delivery, runner off second base. That's going to be a bloop shot. It's going to fall in. It's going to be an RBI. Into no man's land. Rickard running with 2 down, scores easily. Machado, he's got a 3-hit ball game, and the Orioles have a 10-5 lead.
And the hits keep coming. A tough pitch. Manny going down to get it. It's all about touch. To pick up some outfield grass, he does. Perfect placement, just out of the reach of Forsythe. And how about Machado going down to get it? The extendo arms. And Ryan Webb showing the frustration. We get these guys out right now.
44 RBIs for Manny. 10 runs, 15 hits for the Orioles, and a 10-5 lead. Chris Davis, a grand slam, a walk, 2 strikeouts. As we said, pretty much a season summary for Chris. And add in the RBIs, 4 of them in the ball game. Chris has drawn 44 walks. He's 4th in that department, entering the top 10 in home runs. Pitch will be taken away for a ball. One ball, one strike count. So Webb does not escape here in the 8th inning. He got the first 2 outs on ground balls, and it looked like Britton would have a save situation. But quickly that disappeared. Jones a single, Rickard double, single Machado. 2 runs in. Two-one delivery to Chris. Two ball, 2 strike count from Webb. Boy, the Orioles really piling up the numbers in this series. In the 9 games this year, they have scored 44 runs in 9 games against Tampa Bay. And that just misses. Webb wanted a call, didn't get it.
Now Cash, I'll be happy that Webb is back off the disabled list. Needs some arms that can keep running out there. And now Webb pitch count mounting. The Orioles not letting up after a quick 2 outs.
2 down, runner will go. 3-2 delivery on the way. Davis fouls it off. This homestand, the Orioles are going to go 5-1. This will be their 31st win at home against 13 losses. They maintain this lead. Again, 3-2, runner goes, and again fouled off. Manny will make his way back. Be at least an 8-pitch at bat here to Chris Davis.
Yeah, Webb trying to get in there in the last couple pitches, but Davis hooking him out. Waiting for one of these 2-seamers to leak back over the plate.
3-2 ground ball right up the middle. Got himself a base hit. Going to third base will be Machado. So Davis is on a 2-hit day. 2 for 4. And the Orioles, all of this coming with 2 down. 4 batters have reached since there were 2 outs. 2 of them have scored.
We're a little frustrated now. Every time a ball hits the bat, it finds a hole for the Orioles. Nice at bat by Chris Davis, working the count full and slapping it up the middle.
16 hits for the Orioles. Orioles with 19 hits against Toronto. They're high. 16 in this one. Trumbo first and third in their first strike. His home run in the 5th inning, 22nd, making over the major league lead. 1 for 4 in the ball game, 2 for 14 in the series.
Trumbo shirts lined up. I'd like to see another Trumbo jumbo.
That's going to be outside. Webb having a much longer inning than anticipated. One and one. One ball, 2 strike count with 2 away. Espanier in the bullpen ready to go in the 9th inning. The Miller, Longoria, and Morrison due up middle of the order. Would have looked a lot more formidable had the Orioles not added 2 more runs here in the 8th inning.
Yeah, they keep going. And, weak link for this Rays team has been the bullpen. They get Smiley out of here after 5 innings, and Rays have to take their chances. Webb fresh off the DL, but the Orioles able to get to him here as well.
Ground ball to the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Manny Machado will score. Davis will go to third. Trumbo's got a 3 RBI ball game, his 2nd hit, and the Orioles make it 11-5. Ryan Flaherty will come on as the pinch runner for Mark Trumbo.
A good day by Trumbo. Hole on the right side, shooting it through. Webb getting his ground balls, but finding holes right now. The Orioles, good day for Trumbo. Couple knocks on his Trumbo t-shirt giveaway day. Picked up his 22nd home run. Started a nice double play earlier in the ball game.
55 RBIs, move him into the top 5 for the moment in runs batted in the league. Still first and third. And a big swing by Jonathan Schoop. So the Orioles, 5 hits since there were 2 outs. 4 singles, a double. 3 runs in here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The 0-1 delivery by Webb. That's a strike. Webb's got to find the final out. Nobody's going to warm up in the bullpen at this point.
No, this is his.
Off first and third for the Orioles. The 0-2 delivery. That's going to skip. Another run will score. Maybe. Yep. No play by Conger. A wild pitch charge to Webb.
Webb just overthrowing there. Gets ahead of Jonathan Schoop and tries to do too much. Yoicks and away. Yanks this fastball. Conger can't come down with it. Davis putting the head down. Push another one across the plate.
3rd wild pitch by Webb this year. Davis crossing for the second time in the ball game. And now down to second base, Ryan Flaherty. And a swing and a miss. Tag will be put on. So Schoop is retired, but the Orioles send 8 to the plate, picking up the 4 runs with 2 down, 3 outs away from a 4-game sweep. Orioles baseball on MASN brought to you by Southwest. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. And by your Baltimore BMW centers. Visit BaltimoreBMW.com today for exceptional offers. There's Ryan Flaherty. He'll stay in the ball game for Mark Trumbo at first base. And the Orioles 3 outs away from their first ever 4-game sweep against the Rays.
Despaigne into the ball game. We're called the middle of June. Take a look at his pitch arsenal. The fastball 66% of the time. Has a breaking ball, curve and slider, and then the change. 159 earned run average. Done a nice job in his 5 2/3 innings of work. With opponents down to 261 batting average. Likes to mix up his delivery, keep hitters guessing.
Well, the Rays at this point can't wait for this to get over. Not that they're going to surrender at bats or anything, but this has been just a disaster. Ooh. The road trip's been a disaster, and this 4-game series has been the same. It will be fouled back by Brad Miller. Great job done by Dylan Bundy. No runs, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts in 3 innings. Tyler Wilson will be the winner. 5 runs, 10 hits over 5. Wilson will go to 4 and 5. Smiley will take the loss. Drew Smiley will be 2-8, and the Orioles will have beaten him for the first time. He came in 4-0 against the Orioles, gave up 8 runs, 10 hits over 5. 1-1 delivery, and that's going to be inside. Miller, 3-hit ball game. He's had 3 singles, a run scored, and he has flied out.
Slapping the ball all over the place. Big hits in yesterday's game as well.
And that pitch will be taken away. Yankees have lost. Toronto has lost. Tampa Bay is going to lose. And the Red Sox are losing in Texas, but it's early in that game. And that will be fouled away. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Orioles are going to be 7-2 against Tampa Bay in the year, and 6-0 in games against Tampa Bay here in Baltimore. 3-2 delivery again, foul back.
Wilson picked up his first career win here at Camden Yards today.
Swing and a miss. Despaigne gets him.
I think the rising cutter from Despaigne just takes off up and in. Good late movement as well. And that is the upshoot fastball to get the red hot Miller.
Evan Longoria out of the ball game. He had a base hit in 4 times up. Franklin will pinch it for him. We have not seen him in the series, Nick Franklin, and we're only going to see him for 1 pitch. Brimall's out there, and there are 2 down. Visit MASNsports.com/CareFirst. Vote for tonight's Care First Fearless Player of the Game. Live fearless, the name trusted for over 75 years. Care First, Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Too many choices, huh?
Yeah. I mean, everybody contributing on a day like this. Motter will pinch it. We have seen him in the series. And he'll take the pitch for a strike. Despaigne looking to wrap it up. That's a ground ball to short. Hardy's got it. And that's going to do it. The Orioles have swept Tampa Bay. A 4-game sweep. First time ever they have done that. With the big bats booming again. A 3-homer day and a 12-5 win. You see, since 1876, 4-game sweeps. The Orioles, 2015, they had that against Oakland. That was their last 4-game sweep. Since '54, coming to Baltimore, they've had 57 of them. This year in the MLB, there have been 10 4-game sweeps, and believe it or not, all time, 2,446 4-game sweeps in the history of Major League Baseball. Add 1 to it, baby.